Wow. Hi, morning all. This is a impromptu stream of mine. I've mentioned it on Discord just now that I wanted to stream for today because this is a bit of another like YouTube video recording session day. But it's not really that I'm trying to prepare resources right now. I want to figure out more about the coming event that everyone is so excited for, which you guys would have heard of it by now. It's Integrated Strategies that's going to drop in a week. We are a week away until something big ever happens into Arknights. The most exciting thing ever to happen. Now we're going to talk about it through this entire stream. I think this stream will be maybe 2 to 3 hours long. If it's very long, it'll be 4 hours long. I don't think it'll go anything beyond that. But yeah, largely the purpose of this stream is to find out what people are feeling about integrated strategies and what people want to find out about that particular event. So that's what we're gonna spend. It's very conversational day, I would say. It's morning at my place. It's 11:14 a.m. right now. I've woken up like probably an hour ago, and then here I am. No. I think I woke up 2 hours ago. Yeah, so it's been early enough day for me. Hopefully I'll spend a large amount of time well today. Alright, give me a while. I'm gonna be on. My mic is on, right? Oh yeah, my mic is on. I'll be so terrified if my mic is not. Alright, welcome all. Let me flip up the screen. Yep. How are all of you doing? I'm currently farming my event right now. I've been farming it for all my life, trying to get all the materials done out and dusted. I do understand a lot of you say morning to me, which I guess that's like a understanding of my time zone. But I'm also a little curious as to anyone who's not having a daytime right now that's watching me. Fellow Americans, whether you're from South America or North America, I would believe some of you over here are watching me at this hour because it could be convenient, right? It's currently probably 10 p.m., 11 p.m. at your place. So it's good to have all of you here. The only region that I don't expect to be watching me right now is gonna be the European region because it's very late in the night. Unless you are a night owl like me and you're choosing to stay up at 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. So, yep. And even for those of you who's in Southeast Asia right now, it's also kind of hard for you to be watching me because some of you could be in school. So if you currently have your, I don't know for what reason, you got your phone up while you're listening to class, please don't do that. You can put it back down, study hard, okay? Next time you can watch me stream, you can always rewind this stream also, so you'll be fine, okay? Don't go do other things while you're in class, alright? Unless you're taking class online and then you want to have a stream over there and your class on the other side, yeah, okay, that's fine by me. So there's that. Yep, so again, the agenda for today is I want to figure out more about integrated strategies too. Then how am I going to do that? There's a few things that I want to do. So number one is I want to see what other YouTubers are currently doing in terms of the videos they already posted. We're going to watch a few of the integrated strategies video by people that you guys may be familiar with. And then afterwards, I'll use that to think about... I'll use it to think of... Why am I coughing today? I realize I'm coughing a bit today. Am I sick? Do I have COVID? I hope not. Like yours? Have you made a video about integrated strategies already? Yeah, but yeah, so I'll watch a bunch of video and I'll see what I'm supposed to cover. Now, I probably won't just be making like one integrated strategies video. No, I'm not watching clear videos. I don't give a shit about clear videos. I'm caring more about informational videos. Those people who has been making guides like, oh, what you should do, you should prepare and all that kind of thing. Like, that's what I'm more concerned about because that's my first video of IS. So I'm making probably a lot of videos on integrated strategies. So there's gonna be... The first video is a video which I'm gonna call it before you play integrated strategies. I might even write like, watch this before you play integrated strategies in the title, probably. Because it's a video where I really want to preempt the mentality of people before they actually enter that game mode. And then after that video is done, the second video will most likely release when integrated strategies release. So the thing is, I don't want to explain how to play integrated strategies this week because, like, for example, things like the artifacts, the hallucinations, the various modifiers in the game. Like, there's a lot of things to cover in integrated strategies. And the thing is that I don't want to cover them now because, for example, if I go to a CN account and I film it from there and I explain to you guys through the CN stuff, it can be a little confusing because there's no translation. You get what I mean? I'd rather wait until the game mode releases in EN and then I'll make a video out of that EN version where I do a run, I explain exactly what people should do, what's the treasure chest, what's this operator, what's the bear, what's the duck. You get what I mean? So, I don't want to do any like IS how to play guide like early. So I'll do that when the event is released. There might be a third video. I think the third video is gonna be about unlocking the hidden endings because some people are very curious about it. I don't know if I'm going to rush to find the hidden endings, so I might not actually. So I will see about that. And once all those like information videos are finished, then I'm going to start like dispatching funny runs of IS. I'm going to start like rolling out all my IS episodes taken from this stream, pumped it into YouTube, and then afterwards you guys will see the variety of runs. You know, I'm going to do stupid shit in IS. That's the part that I'm very excited about. I can do a full E1 only run, a full E0, take weird artifacts. Like, I want to do all the craziest of stuff in IS because it's a really fun game mode. And that will be exciting when that time comes. But for now, my main focus is to launch the first video. And I feel that the first video is the most important video where I really want to talk about what should people feel before they play it. Alright, see you, Arknights. Please enjoy class. Alright. Okay, so shall we take the time to watch people who have made integrated strategies videos? There's a bunch of people. So I'm gonna start off with a easy to digest one, which is Chenjoshi. Remember the event with KOB, mushroom, and a lot of honey cake? It's that one, but with different team. Unlike IS1, where it's a temporary event, this one's permanent. Wait, how are they gonna keep it fresh? By turning it into a monthly content, essentially. How are they going to keep it fresh? Do I need to answer that in the video? Okay, I mean, it's a decent question that people might want to know about. Like, the moment when you hear it's permanent, like, oh my god, how are you going to make a permanent mode interesting, right? So, how will they keep the game mode interesting when it's permanent? Okay, it's a good question to answer. So, yeah. Monthly team in the fifth. I won't mention what is the monthly content, but I will just briefly mention it in the first video. So yes, when will the next event come? The next event is 14 July. Yeah. Every time you clear a run, you get a currency called Candle, and after you get enough, you get various rewards. Of course, the amount of reward is limited. The amount of reward is limited is a very strange thing to say. Oh, I found out something. Does anyone know if there's a page that shows all the rewards in IS2? I tried to find, I couldn't find it. Is it somewhere? Because I don't think Game Press have it. If not, I need to hunt for like a CN account, and I need someone to like snap me a picture of what it looks like. It has. Can you just drop a link of all the rewards? You can show me right now. As in, I need to scroll, but only level 100. You mean only until level 100? What's the level now in CN, now that the game mode has lasted for 7 months? Oh, 140. But the first month was only 50, right? So if the first month was 50, then what? Every month they updated 20 each? 90? No, yeah. How many levels do they update each month? Because there's been 6 months. 90 divided by 6 is 16, is it? Did I pass my math? 90 divided by 6 is 16, right? Oh, it's 15. I'm done. Oh, thanks for showing me that. Let's take a look. Why am I going live now? I'm sorry. Where did they show the rewards? Oh, there it is. Do I want to compile this? Nah, I don't think I want to compile this. Oh, no, it's compiled. Thank you. This is until 110. Oh, so it doesn't show the recent one. Alright. Oh, I was wrong to say 30 tier 5 materials. I thought there was more than 30, but no, it's 15 tier 5 materials. And a bunch of tier 4. I answered a comment wrongly. My bad. Oh, but there is already a lot of tier 4. Huh. Is that OP? Oh, there's no OP. Oh, I'm wrong. Shit. There's a lot. Okay. I'll probably just scroll to this part. I didn't see this in Game Press. Because usually, right, Game Press will show the medals as the last thing. I didn't know that they were showing this at the bottom. So cool. Oh, there you go. Month 1, month 2. Oh, so they do update by 15 levels each month. Huh, I see. You sent me 100 to 140 IBMs. I'm taking a quick look at it. Hold on. I can't show you on the screen now. I need to set up the Discord screen if I do that. Oh, they gave even more tier 5 afterwards. It makes me wonder if they are going to push like, is this current month in CN the last month for IS2? Or is it gonna be next month? Or is this gonna stay like a permanent thing? Because we do not know yet. But okay, cool. Let me play on Chenrushi's video. But every start of the month, IS2 is going to be updated and we'll get more of these rewards. It starts from this event, Welfare Operator to Phantom's LKD skin. Okay. After that, IS2 also has a monthly team. I'm not going to talk about the monthly team in the video. In my first video, that is. Because I don't want... Okay, the purpose of the first IS2 video that I make is I don't want to overload y'all. I just want y'all to know very well that this is a really good game mode you're about to experience. Like, this is a life-changing game mode to ever enter this game of Arknights. And that's all you need to know from the first video. Whether you're a new player, old player, mid-game, that's it. I don't want to take the time to like explain, oh, you need to save your hope for this, you need to do this and that, like none of that. No technical steps. You don't need to have the pre-selected operator anyways along the run. Yeah, I won't talk about this. This will come in the second video. Or the third. Then after the run is over, you'll get a one-time reward, and that should be the gist of how the monthly... Okay. Whatever. Oh, I like how the monthly reward has a goddamn module sitting right there. I want that. Module data block is so good. If the next question, can you explain how the run goes? That's too long to explain. Okay, she gets it. He gets it, sorry. Either read game press or watch my IS run if you don't want to be spoiled with IS2 run. You can briefly explain the difference. To start, the first recruitment now has a set of 3 classes, so we have a wider choice from the get-go. I'm still trying to figure out the order of how to explain as brief as possible. Like this thing, I don't want to talk about this choosing. I just want to generalize it and say that, hey, you can choose like a random operator based on the tickets that you got. Advanced recruitment will give you a random mix E1 4-star or higher that doesn't cost hope or to recruit. If lucky, you can even get the IS on your operator, okay? Then no matter what you choose, just for the first recruitment, you can choose your friend's operator. By the way, just to note, for those of you who played IS before, my playstyle for IS, I'm probably always going to choose the one on the right. I don't give a shit about one on the left. The one on the left are also boring. Why would I want them to give me a fixated squad? Just give me everything random. I don't give a shit if they give me 3 medics. It'll be funny as heck. 3 medics means I'm forced to take a Kelsit. So yeah. I think it's cool for what it is. But eventually I'll probably stick to, if let's say I want to do like certain runs, for example, I might stick to the one on the left where I say, okay, maybe I do a caster sniper only run, then I'll pick like the second one. Because that one makes sense. So yeah. Can 3 tickets be the same when you random? Yes. It can be it can be the same. It's quite cursed if you think about it, because the probability is so low. But back in IS1, there were people who got 3 medics, and back then there was no Kelsit. So it was really funny when 3 medics appeared. Yep. Oh, VIP? Oh, thank you. Oh, oops, why am I here? Thank you, Frost Taurus. Let me give that to you. I need to raise the price of that VIP already. I don't know how much VIP do I still have left. 3 defenders is fine. Because you can still kill. The enemies are easy at the start, so defenders can still kill those enemies, but 3 medics is not okay. 3 supporters is a little bit killer if you are not a supporter knight player. Five-star operators now only cost 3 hope. Yep. This is a major improvement from IS1, I would say. I kind of thought that the 4 hope was okay, but then I've heard from a lot of y'all that y'all are ever so grateful that it's dropped to 3 hope. For those of you CN players, after playing IS for so long, what do y'all think about the 4 to 3 change? So 3 hope makes the game feel so much nicer. So it's finally more playable. Although it does make a huge jump. Like, thank you, Jupe. The huge jump being 4 stars are 2 hope, 5 stars are 3 hope, and then 6 stars are whopping 6 hope. So yeah. You still hardly choose 5 stars. You might change that. Yeah, but it still costs 2 hope to upgrade. Oh, it still costs 2 hope to upgrade them. I see. So a full upgraded 4 star is 3 hope, a full upgraded 5 star is 5 hope, and a full upgraded 6 star is 10 hope. Am I right to say that? It's 3, 5, 10. I think that makes sense. Okay, yeah, then I think it's fine. Previously it was 3, 6, 10. 6 star costs 3 hope. Oh, so it's 3, 5, 9. Oh, it was 3, 6, 9 previously, yeah. Oh, okay, then you know what? No, I agree. There should be a disparity between 5 and 6 star. But the fact that the jump in IS1 was full upgraded 4 star is 3 hope, full upgraded 5 star is 6, and then full upgraded 6 star is 9. That means it's equal jump. I don't think that makes sense. But now that the 5 is shifted down by 1, okay. Now I see where's the purpose. So yeah. When I make the video about IS2, I probably will not reference to IS1. I think it's a thing that we have to move on from it. They might bring back that season, but what I mean by move on is that I'm not going to make the video with the perspective that the people watching mostly have played. It's because if you look at Chendro's video, for example, Chendro's video largely assumes that his viewers already have played IS1. And I don't think that's a good thing, because if I'm like a complete newbie, I'm sitting here, I look at his video, I'm like, the fuck IS1? What the fuck are you talking about? So I'm not going to talk like with the assumption that all of you know. I'm going to just clean slate it when I make my first video. I want to explain this repertoire and tactical prop. Because tactical prop is it's not an artifact, it's like an item. I might just shorten it to say it's an artifact first, but no, yeah. I think in the first video I'm just gonna call everything artifacts. I won't explain the tactical prop yet. But tactical prop is basically an item that you can bring in your run. So if you remember like all the previous events, we had so many items. There were things like stun grenades. There's like a machine where you can push someone. There's a machine where you can slow down enemies around. And then there's also the SP machine. SP machine came in from where? Code of Brawl, is it? I can't remember. I think it was Code of Brawl, where there was the SP machine. There's all kinds of like different gadgets that we see in the previous event. So basically IS2 introduced a new add-on where you can get one of those items, and it's actually pretty cool, because imagine having a stun grenade in every event. Then that would be crazy, you know. Was it Mariano? No, Mariano took gadgets from everywhere. The only new thing for Mariano was the drone that came down. But the laser tower is not an item that you can get in this game mode. Because, yeah. No? What do you mean by no? Mariano was the one where there's a lot of drones that drops items. Mariano is... Oh, yeah. Mariano is the one with stun bombs. But Mariano is not the one with the SP charging. SP charging was Code of Brawl. So, yeah. Repertoire is basically, from what I read, it's an item that you can get along in the run, where if you get this blessing, per se, in that run, you would be able to obtain a free Elite 2 promotion. I forgot how. It's like immediately the next operator that you recruit will be Elite 2 straight off. Something along that line. But I won't talk about that in the first video. Wasn't there a drone in the Exu special stage? I don't know what is that referring to. Oh yeah, but there's more than just that buff. There's more than just what I've mentioned. But that one is one of the main ones. Tactical prop, I don't care about that. Finally, investment system. I'm also not going to talk about investment system. Investment system could confuse some people, but it's a quest within the game mode where you want to put as much of your ingots as possible into the store because that can help you to unlock some really crazy buffs and artifacts. But I will not mention it in the first video. So yeah, thank you, Chandro. Very, very nice. Frostbite made a video. Okay, before I watch Yee's one, let's watch Frostbite.
Event. That is none other than the Integrated Strategies 2, Crimson Solitaire. No exact date of the event release, but I believe we will still following the CN event schedule. That is after the CC7, and perhaps after Break the Ice event. But knowing Yosta, they might shift the event schedule.
Two things. Number one, Yosta can shift the event schedule, but they don't shift it for no reason. You can put yourself in their shoes to tell whether they will shift an event around or not. So IS2 was pretty much definite that it will release after Break the Ice because IS2 also comes with the fact that they need to get the 7 months rotation done correctly. If they shift it any later, the 7 months rotation gets really screwed and there's a lot of backlogging that they have to do. So while they could shift, it wasn't reasonable for them to shift. The only time that they will shift event is if a limited event is in the way. But yeah, I don't know. Frostbite, you're saying some weird shit. When was the last time they shifted the event schedule? The last time that they shifted event schedule was Chen. They had to shift the events around so that the Dorsel's holiday was in time. So the Gavial rerun couldn't happen before because they squeezed up so much events that Gavial rerun just couldn't happen before Dorselus, so it was shifted after Dorselus. And then even Vigilo was shifted after Dorselus as well. Like basically, Vigilo and Gavial rerun was supposed to happen before, no time, so they pushed it to the back. They don't shift events for no reason. You can literally guess why they will shift the event. So, oh well. And then the second thing that I want to mention is how you are able to watch this. I'm sorry, Frostbite, but it's a little rude. I'm not someone who likes text to speech. There's a reason why I also don't like TikTok videos whenever they have the text to speech freaking voice. People are able to stand this. I want to hear a human. I don't want to hear a robot talking to me. The day that I hear a robot talking to me, I know Facebook has taken over the world. But, oh well, I'll bear with it. I wait for the day where Frostbite finally releases his voice.
Either way, let's take a look on this integrated
Any text to speech. Why would you even like it? That's the charm. The charm of his channel, that it's text to speech. I don't know. I like realer interactions, I suppose. I rather see and feel that there's a person talking to me than a fucking Google Translator talking to me. You don't mind his one? Okay.
Strategies, and what you should know about the second integrated strategies.
And the other thing is that I'm very... Text to speech also mispronounces character names and lore stuff a lot. Yeah. I'm someone who's also very particular about English. Y'all don't know, but when it comes to like my editing stuff, and I have to subtitle and put words, I'm very nitpicky towards my editors. I'll tell them to write everything in perfect English, even capitalization and punctuation. So the fact that he's a text-to-speech person, and I see bad writing, capitalization, I get irked.
Integrated strategies is a roguelike mode.
Oh my god, he never standardizes his integrated strategies capitalization. I'm dying!
Produced in Unecte's event. More or less the new IS mode is the same like the first one. So if you already played the first IS, you shouldn't have much problem understanding this one. The IS2 will become a permanent mode like contingency contract.
Can you standardize your capitalization? Oh my fuck. Either you do it or you don't. Nothing in between. Fucking go halfway. How will anyone that you meet like that?
where you can play anytime without consuming sanity to gain rewards. For each time you complete the stages, you will get candles depending on your performance. Get candles to complete the rewards milestone, featuring new operator and Phantom L2D skin. Now we will talk about the stage exploration.
I'm not even an A student in English, but I'm so particular with the way that people write subtitles. I hate it when I read subtitles and it's bad.
Is 2. First, there are 3 difficulty.
This guy is not from an English-speaking country, so maybe that's why he's not consistent at capitalization. I get that, I agree. That could be the case. It's like Chendro. Chendro is also from a not majorly English-speaking country. But it's like, in my opinion, if you are a text-to-speech person, YouTuber, you have to make sure that your standard is up there because you are already having an easier time to produce videos by not showing your goddamn face. Like, I will say to make YouTube videos with the fact that you need to speak to a camera, that is hard work. But if you make videos just to churn out like content by taking your damn script into a text-to-speech writer, I'm not a fan of that. That tells me that, okay, you can produce videos real fast, but like, you know, the quality needs to be there. Yeah, this is what makes me feel terrible when I see Frostbite being a bigger YouTuber than I am. Oh wells. This makes me think that his shit is better to watch than mine. Bleh.
Modes that you can choose.
I'm criticizing Frostbite real hard. I am. I'm fine. I mean, I criticize my YouTubing friends as well. If I don't like the way that they stuff, they criticize me also. I think it's fine to be critical about the way that people are. It's just our ways and our taste. So there's that. Doesn't mean that I don't like him as a person.
After choosing difficulty, you will need to choose a squad buff. The buff varies from increase.
It's like if I was not a streamer and YouTuber and I did this, I'll be making YouTube videos at 3 videos per day.
Increasing health point, increasing operators stats, etc. Then you'll have to choose different kind of class starter ticket. Here you can see operator class to be used in the initial stage. The far right choice is a random class ticket, but you'll be guaranteed to have a random temporary 4-star with max stats. Each ticket can only be used to get 1 operator. So that means you will be starting with only 3
Oh, he's bothering to explain. Oh, all you should know about IS2. I noticed the title of the video. Okay.
operators. But you will have a choice to recruit more ops later in the exploration. Also, as you can see, there are exclusive 3-star units with E1 max level without skills. And you can only use support unit during this preparation before starting an exploration.
He's really
When
explaining.
recruiting operators, you will need this yellow currency called Hope. Because this Hope isn't easy to get, using lower rarity is very recommended.
I disagree. This style is way too impersonal. You guess people have different preferences. Yeah. I keep hearing this comment a lot that, oh, if you don't have low rarity, you're going to die in integrated strategies. Which my answer is no, you don't die. You will not die. The thing is, because ever since now that they drop the cost of the hope for 5-star down to 3 hope, it is now possible for you to start a run with 2 5-stars, 2 5-stars and 1 random operator that is at 3-star, 2-star, 1-star, whatever that is. So having a 2 5-star start is actually really strong. And then even if you only take 1 6-star, you can literally start a map with like only Mountain, only Taunts, only not Chen Outer. Chen Outer is not good at E1. With only Kelsit even. So Kelsit is the only 6-star, Blaze is the only 6-star. Who else is the only 6-star? I'm thinking. Mudrock's a bit expensive, but Mudrock could be okay. Quite a few. Yeah, quite a good number of 6-stars. So the thing is, you don't need a 3-star and a 4-star to start. So that's that. Taunts and SAD E2, I beg to differ. I cleared IS with a E1 Taunts, and Taunts was like one of the first people that I recruited in that run. So I disagree. Yeah. So this is a pretty wrong. This is what I mean when I want to watch people's videos. I want to see what they are saying, and I want to correct these sort of like mentality, because all these YouTubers who's posting videos about IS2, you all are setting a ground of how people should feel before they play the game mode. And I find that the aggressiveness of promoting, the aggressiveness of continuously telling people, get your 3 stars, get your 4 stars and everything, it's not right to me. So I will answer the first question, this question in my first video, which is, do you need 3 stars and 4 stars to play this game mode? Alright?
Recommended in early stages. But to proceed into the higher exploration floor, you might want to have someone that is a great landholder, have a good DP.
Landholder?
Yes, tanky, and self-sufficient. And by that I mean try to get your hands on Thorn.
Fuck you. Fuck you! Stop setting wrong expectations, Frostbite. You're giving people the wrong opinion. Don't go telling people they need taunts, and if they have no taunts, they can't play IS.
But I'll make separated video about operator tier list and
Oh my god, don't make operator tier list. Oh, I beg to god. I swear to god. Stop thinking this is needed in Arknights. Oh my fucking god.
Yes, later. Moving on. All operator you recruit will be at their current status. But if they are on Elite 2, they'll be at their Elite 1 max level without mastery. To upgrade them to E2, you'll need to recruit them for the second time, with their hope cost will be halved from their initial recruitment cost. Or you can use other method like using a special instant E2 ticket item. During your exploration, there will be some chance to recruit a max stats unit that is not related to your current roster, and is free to recruit without hope. Or you might get the 4 exclusive Rhodes Island Elite Operator.
I gotta mention, I'm watching a lot of the videos right now with the impression of like being a completely new player. So, I mean, I'm not a new player. I can only roleplay and imagine right now. But sitting here and I'm listening to this, right? This confuses me so much. I'm trying to no thoughts hit empty this and imagine, okay, I'm a fucking dumbass. I'm sitting here playing Arknights right now for like 1 month, 2 months, and I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about?
Nodes just like the previous IS mode. The nodes you'll be facing will be random on each run. But you will always start with combat node. Most of the combat stages are the same with the previous IS. But they added new enemies, or replaced that stage with different enemies.
Again, he's doing the same thing that Chandro did, which a lot of people like to compare to IS1. I will not do that. I'm just going to treat this as a new chapter.
So having a wandering medic will be useful. And more about the exploration. Pay attention to this health point, as this is not the health point only for the current stage.
You guys can see because I cropped the video.
Overall health point in the current exploration. If it reaches 0,
thank you, Fit Cover. Morning to you again.
And you can still proceed to the next node, even if you don't kill any enemies. As long as there's still 1 health point left.
As long as there's still at least 1 health point left.
Node will increase your current
oh my god.
Level, which will give you hope every time you level up.
Stop! Random capitalization! I'm not even good in English, I just don't like to see this.
Every time you level up. when a combat node ended. There's also a chance to get operator ticket, originium ingot, and relics. Speaking of which, ingot are used to exchange for items during your exploration. In some event nodes, or
I'm so triggered.
shop. And relics are used to buff your operators in the current exploration. Relics are a powerful tool, so use the right relic with the right operator to win. Like IS-1, relics are collectibles, but you can only collect them in regular mode or higher. Besides relics, there's also a new repertoires that will give positive effect to your units. But this thing will only affect the current floor, and then disappear on the next. Also, there's a tactical prop that you get from shop.
My god, this is information overload. Oh, my brain died already.
Node to help you in battle. And IS-2 also introduce illusion mechanic. Whenever you enter a floor in regular or hard difficulty, there's a chance it will active. The example of illusion is that you are unable to see the nodes beyond your next node. And another new mechanic called ownerless wealth. Sometimes there will be a chest in the middle of the combat stages. It's on the enemy path. If they come into contact with it, the chest will be gone. But if you manage to keep the enemies away from the chest, it will give you extra rewards when the battle ended, usually an extra originium ingot. And more new things in IS-2, they introduce investment system.
Oh!
When entering shop node, there is a
Actually, I'm now starting to think, right? I mean, no one will make Siege guides for IS. If I want to make a sort of guide for Arknights, for this game mode, right? Should I make a separate video each? So what I mean is, for example, you all see that there's the tactical prop, there's the investment system, there's artifacts and all, right? Should I just make one per mechanic? It'll be a short video though. It'll be like 2 minutes long or 3 minutes long. Don't make it at all. You all don't think so? You all think just let it come naturally? It's up to me. More content. You think self-explore is more fun? A normal run-through video while explaining might be good. I mean, I'll make a lot of normal run videos. Yeah, I will be uploading a lot of my single runs up to YouTube. You think let them understand it themselves? The stream is bilking. What the heck is bilking? Just refresh the stream if the stream is going crazy on you. Timestamps would be a better alternative. You think let them understand it themselves is better? I'm thinking about it because there are some features of this game mode that I think will become confusing. Okay, the most confusing one that I see right now, there's two things that I think will be quite unclear no matter how many times people play. The first one is the hidden ending. My stream is blinking. Oh, blinking. No, blinking is normal, by the way. My video, the video will tend to blink. Yes. It happens. It's just OBS things. So don't mind it, sorry. So one is, I think, hidden endings so that people know how to unlock it. But I won't upload it like in the first few days. I'll probably upload it within the back end of the first week. The second one I think people don't understand will be this one. I think this one needs more explanation. Because some people might not put the money in at all. And then they'll be like, isn't the artifact more important than whatever this stupid investment thing is? And then they will never do it for the longest of time, not realizing that this actually helps their game mode. It doesn't help your game mode at the start. It helps your game mode in the long run. The more you put money in over time, the more this improves. So I'll think about it. How am I supposed to do this? I want to see as I play on, like what do people still not understand as the game mode progress. So yeah.
Chance for this investment system to appear. You can
oh, thank you, Arteria. I appreciate it. Isn't that what investment actually mean? I don't think that translates to investment, by the way. 钱, I can't read that word. 钱什么信托? 投机系统 something 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 machine. I have no idea. What is that saying? Any good translators in the chat? I have no idea what is those 8 words. Does it really translate to investment? Last I remember Chinese, I don't even know what investment is in Chinese actually. Wait for official translation? Alright. I mean, what if there are kids playing this game? 14-year-old, 16-year-old, and they still don't understand the word investment. If you sort from level, your first 40 operators are all 6 stars. It's fine. You won't lose because you only build 6 stars. I mean, you have a little bit of a hard time, but it's not that bad.
Run. When your deposit reaches a certain amount, you will be granted a rewards such.
Hopefully people read this because there is an information button you can click on the investment thing. Oh, but I'm overwhelmed. There's so much things to know.
But only after 200 ingots deposit.
I don't think I can make this as a video. Like, as in, I won't do the video this way. My head hurts. This is something that you have to understand as you play the run, not through a video. Which is also something I'm going to explain when I post the IS2 video today or tomorrow. Where I'm going to explain, like, there's too much to understand in this game mode. You will understand it naturally as you play it more and more.
You can start to withdraw them. And normally, the exploration will, and like previous endings, you will be shown a record of your exploration run. Also, I guess for each 10 candles, you will receive 1 inspiration.
The fuck is inspiration?
To upgrade the behind the scenes.
Yeah, there's a fucking skill tree in this game mode as well. See, this game mode confusing, bro. I cannot make a video out of all these mechanics.
Mode from the UX
too much. Alright, bye-bye. Hi.
What's up, group chat? I'm back. IS2 is coming, and
let's go.
So am I. There's a bunch of tier lists and guides everywhere for IS2, but only mine matters because I said so. And if you watch someone else's guide, they're immediately wrong, and I hate them forever. If you haven't watched my first video,
I haven't made a guide yet, so you're legally not allowed to hate me.
On integrated strategies, I explained the basics of the game mode there, so go watch that video first. This video is going to be about all the little cool new features that get added to the permanent game mode, and some operator recommendations. No, seriously, how'd you find this place? This is an absolute upgrade to the room we had a couple weeks ago. I mean, it's a lot smaller, but the design is really nice. Connections? You must be in high places in order to find a spot like this.
Yeah, she's connected to me, bro.
You bribed them with the Fumo. How? That sounds more like a threat than bribing. First of all, shout out to my boys Haku and Taxes Is My Pillow. Haku helped me understand all the new stuff and translated the moon runes when I needed them, and Taxes was glorious enough to lend me his CN account so I could actually play the game mode. If you have extra time, you should definitely check out Taxes' channel because he is very cool and awesome. Anyways, let's start with the investment system. In the shop nodes, you have the ability to stonk your ingots. Basically, you can sacrifice.
I love Yi, but I don't think this is the video that I expected to watch.
Place your ingots in the current run and store them in the shop node one at a time. The investment can fail, and if it does, you won't be able to invest for the rest of the run, so have fun being at the mercy of RNG. You might wonder why you'd even want to invest in the first place, and there's tiers you get for investing a certain amount of ingots. At 25 ingots, you get an extra shop slot, so you can buy more items in the shop. At 100, you unlock an artifact to be obtainable. 200 gets you the retrieve system, which I'll talk about later. 325 gets you another artifact.
No one embraces new players, man. Everyone leaves new players behind. There's literally like so many people at level 90 to 60, 50, some even hundreds, and they haven't played Fungi Miss yet. And then Cannot. All these videos keep assuming that people already know IS.
artifact to become obtainable, and at 500 you get another shop slot. Now, getting 500 ingots in a run is practically impossible, so it makes sense that the investment system saves throughout all your runs. The retrieve system you unlock at 200 ingots lets you take some of your ingots back. You get 1 ingot every time you retrieve an ingot, but the price to get back an ingot will increase by 1 every.
To some extent, I'm underestimating people too. They're here to learn. It's true, but I mean, I can ask live over here, like, for those of you who have watched like IS2 videos and you've never played IS before, are you able to understand it? Boss fight video was fine. I mean, it's not that the info is wrong. There's nothing wrong with the info they present. No information overload, sorta. You understand because you play roguelikes? No, not really. You used to play Slay the Spire. This one specifically on new features. He mentioned it is the last video. You straight up just watch the runs without watching the guides. You managed to understand somewhat. If you already are able to understand how to play the game, beyond brute force, you think it's fine. You could have fun playing because you mostly to 6 stars. Took you a very long time. You kind of sorted it. Problem is, IS2 has so much content that it's impossible to explain everything that you want. At least in the way you want. You have to make concessions. Yep. And that's that. But I think a bit of the blank space. I mean, this is where I tell myself to come into play when it comes to making the video. Like, I don't have anything against these videos. I actually feel like these videos are basically what I'm looking for after, like, you know, this game mode comes out, and then this is the thing that people need to see to explain to them what are each of the new features. The part that I feel is very missing right now is that no one seems to be promoting the proper mentality. I thought you were gonna do it, Zafeng. I thought you were gonna make a video about how people should view IS before it appears. Because we had a convo about that. But you mentioned it later on. Yeah, we'll reach there. We'll reach there. So, yeah, but like I said, I think that's the biggest missing thing. Because my largest worry in IS is the fact that people have the mentality, I need to complete this event. I need to get all the rewards. I need to rush. If I fail the run, I'm a terrible player. You get my point? Like, I think there's a lot of this preconceived mentality that people take from other events, and they're gonna carry into this one. That people are gonna say, fuck, if I don't beat IS in 2 runs, 3 runs, I must be shit. And if they don't understand that, then it's bad. There are people like that. It's not, you can't blame them, because that's how people feel when they play events right now, right? When people say, I can't clear BI8, I can't clear NL10, and I'm a new player, does that mean I suck? That sort of thing. So, I think that's like the kind of thing I want to cleanse. And some people are taking this game mode like as if you need certain operators. The number one most perpetuated nonsensical statement that is going around right now is how everyone is saying you need passenger for IS2. Who the fuck started this? Who started this goddamn nonsense? So it's pretty bad. That's the thing when I say I need to do some cleansing work when I make my first video. So yeah.
Every time you retrieve an ingot. So on your first retrieve, it'll cost 1 ingot, but on your second, it'll cost 2 ingots to get 1.
Oh, Roguelikes, thank you.
So on. You might be wondering why you should retrieve ingots in the first place if you lose more than you gain, but some artifacts in the shop can be
Passenger tried to boost his rank cards
pricey,
after this.
and, you know, you might be broke as hell, so you better start investing. Where do you get all these ingots anyways? Well, when you enter a stage, treasure chests have a chance to spawn on a random tile. If an enemy walks over the treasure chest, well, no treasure for you. If the chest is still around by the time the stage is over, you get a whole 1 ingot. 1 ingot isn't much obviously, but you could invest that ingot into getting bigger rewards, Your run can also be affected by
Love his voice.
repertoires and hallucinations. Repertoires are nice little boosts that affect certain nodes. They're automatically used when the condition is met, and they range from getting more XP after a battle to boosting operator attack and HP in the next battle. After the repertoire has been used, it goes away. You can only have them one at a time, so if you get another repertoire, you have to choose between them. Hallucinations, on
Wait,
the
that's
other
too much
hand,
info.
do a slight
Oh, as someone who never played IS2, okay, I just got overloaded again, but let's continue.
minuscule amount of trolling. You can have up to 2 hallucinations.
It's not that I don't understand, by the way. I actually understand what he's saying, but like I said, I'm currently watching this with I'm dumb. I don't know what's going on, so yeah.
At a time, and they last for the entire floor. These things can make the floors longer, increase the stats of enemies, and even conceal nodes beyond your next step, basically making you play the game mode blind.
I'm excited to the hallucination. I'm so curious what's gonna happen when I reach this particular hallucination when we play this game mode.
Conceal nodes beyond your next step, basically making you play.
People just need to focus on artifact. Okay, that's where I also need to start talking. Bull! It's not bullshit that there is combos that are busted. There are good combinations of things to pair all together. However, you don't need to reach those combos. Just play whatever that you want. There's no formula to IS2. The one thing that I don't want people to think of when they come in is you need to build or play a certain way. That is the number one thing I need to cleanse from all your minds.
Play the game mode blind. You can also buy supporting items in the shop to bring into battle. These range from those SP charger thingies to Patriot mines to exploding non-lethal pressurized gas that shoves enemies. After your run ends, just like IS1, you get inspiration points which you can put into operator attack defense and other boosts that'll help your future runs. IS2 features funny challenges in the form.
I recently saw a post on Facebook where people are talking about the big tree. Because you remember in the past, a lot of people, when we first started Arknights, right, the big tree was like a convo topic. So someone brought back up that question on Facebook, and then he's like, hey guys, I haven't played Arknights in a long time, so who's the big tree now? So you can hear the impression was stuck. So I saw an answer for the big tree. Someone did directly answer. You know what they answer? Chen Outer, Surter, and Bagpipe. You know where they got the answer from? Those of you who know, you know where it is, right? It was basically the CN poll. There was this CN poll. It's not even verified. It's literally a bunch of forum writers who decided to rate all the 6 stars. And then they rated those 3 to be the best 6 stars. And apparently, it's looking like official information right now that Bagpipe is apparently the top 3 6-star. To which I say, fuck no! She's nowhere near the top! She's strong! I agree, she's really, really strong! She's not that strong! Yeah, Ling was rated lower than Bagpipe. That's stupid.
Of survey entries. These are special runs that start you with a certain condition and give you a specific win condition. For example, one of them has you start with the 4 IS specific ops, Stormeye, Pit, Touch, and Sharp, and dramatically increases the chance for emergency battles. If you're scoffing at the idea of challenges for fun, there's rewards for completing survey entries. And speaking of rewards, IS2 sure gives you a lot. Each time you level up your IS2 level, you
I like
get
how the
mats,
rewards are all
and
collected.
as you can see here, there's quite a lot of them in total. It's super easy to level up, costs no sanity, and gives you free stuff, so go ahead and play the game mode.
Yeah, this, cost no sanity thing needs to be stated at the front of the video to get the impression set right.
If you don't have a diverse roster, you can always bring a friend support unit at the start of the run, or you can try out the free monthly squad team. Alright, so all the unpacking's done, there's nothing left in the truck.
That sounds like Jaeger himself's. Like the Rainbow Six Jaeger himself starting music. Where the fuck do you find that, Yi?
You're missing all your firearms? Yeah, I wonder how that happened.
It's like some copyright-free music that I do not know about.
No, I'm completely sympathetic with you here. I really hate it when that happens.
Operator
Disclaimer
recommendation.
here, I am no metaslave or summoner simp. My philosophy for IS2 is that you play this game mode for fun, so I'm not gonna specifically recommend these types of operators. We already know how good Thorns, Mount.
As a fact, do you swindle him to say this? I can't believe it. Yi is no meta slave too. You sure? Okay. He's a gamer. Yes.
Mountains, Silverash, Shelter, and Surturar, but if you constantly play the game mode with the same AFK Guardknights crew, it gets stale fast. I hear a lot of people recommend to pull for Ling or build Scene for IS2 because
Who passenger?
they're summoners, and from my personal experience, while they do make it a cakewalk, they just don't hit. The majority of my enjoyment comes from playing around with different ops and making cracked shit I never knew was possible, but if you enjoy the Metaslave crew, then go ahead. You have plenty of time to build a diverse roster since it's, you know, a permanent game mode, so if you're a new player, don't worry about this section too much. These are just operators that I think would be super useful to use. Obviously, you should build a couple of your 3 stars and 4 stars. Cruz, Spot, Ansel, Midnight, and Fang are all solid choices.
Okay, so the way that I will answer this 3-star, 4-star question, right, is I don't think you need to. I mean, by now you don't even have time to prepare, right? You're 1 week in until IS2 releases. The thing that I will say is that as you play this game mode more, you will then start to feel, it feels a little odd to like have no hope, and then I could use that hope to get a 3-star or a 4-star. So to me, rather than to prepare for IS2, I rather you play IS2 and you react to it. So what I mean is, for example, IS2 is going to make you feel a bunch of things. You might suddenly feel like, oh man, like if I could recruit a cruise now, wouldn't it be so nice? Then you go and build the cruise. You don't, oh, I heard someone telling me I need a cruise, therefore I built a cruise. You get what I mean? So you fail a run, you might just think in your head like, if I had a cruise and a midnight, I would have done this differently. Then you go and build. You don't rush. If you're a new player, you're most likely starting to build at 3 stars anyways, no? No? You think all new players do that? There are some new players coming from other game and building 6 stars already because they're like 3 stars should be shit because I don't know, other games have shit 3, 4 stars. So I should build the 6-star, right? It happens.
Stars are great to build because they cost absolutely no hope and are a far better alternative.
If they cost no hope, do you call them hopeless? That's rude.
Than the no skill, low stat reserve ops. For 4 stars to build, I'd go with Cutter because of her great damage and burst, May because she has crowd control, which is good for Duck Mafia Man and Bear Yakuza, and Jay because he does really consistent damage with
The irony, when the 3 stars are real good, but they're actually hopeless.
really great healing. One mechanic they love throwing around in IS2 is elemental damage in the form of neural impairment, so your elemental healers like Moldberry and Honeyberry are great here. You really only need 1 or 2 sources of healing throughout your entire run, and since elemental healers have that super big mega wide range, they can give you lots of leeway in terms of placement. Now for 6-star recommendations. I was going to make a list of all the cool 6 stars people should try, but after doing a couple of runs myself, I realized that you can make practically any 6 stars shine. I played on Taxus' account, and he didn't have a lot of his ops built, but I still thoroughly enjoyed all the runs I did on there because I was able to try out new operators that I've never used. I never planned on pulling for Fiametta, Golden Glow, or Horn, but after getting what's essentially a free trial of them, I'm actually reconsidering my pull planning. Obviously, there's gonna be some ops better with certain artifacts than others, but as a whole, integrated strategies made me realize how personal the playthrough experiences were. If I used any other account, I would be shilling how good the other operators are instead. So, you know, Don't try speedrunning Silver Ash E2 or Scene Masteries just because they're good in IS. You don't have to pull for Ling just because she makes the game mode a walk in the park. You can use your own roster, build the ops that you think would be fun to play around with, and go crazy.
And it's good. It's
Except
a good.
Tsukinogi. Don't build Tsukinogi.
I agree. People say Flameringer is the most hated operator in the game. I'm telling you, get used to this trend, okay? This is a fact now, okay? Don't build Tsukinogi.
She's
She is truly the most hated operator, not Flameringer.
absolutely horrible and dog shit. Alright, so all my files and paperwork are in check. What's with this box? How do you get these?
I mean, I don't really hate Tsukinogi. She does have the weirdest kit. It's not useless though. Because if I ever make a Tsukinogi operator showcase, there are times that Tsukinogi skill 1 has a purpose, but like, it's very minimal. Yeah. The most useless op is Serum. I still give it to Serum because Serum does have a big damage number. A bit slow in the attack speed, but like, it's okay. Yeah. He has no damage. No man, he's an AoE. No, you are. You must be lying to me. Oh no, I'm not concerned about the skill. Actually, I don't play Serum, so that's why I'm also not the best to judge. Hold on. 683, 2.9. Actually, yeah. A bit lower. I mean, nah. It's bad, but it's not the baddest. Yeah. I'm not gonna compare to Ifrit, like, I'm just gonna look at Serum as Serum only. And I think about when I'll use this, and can be bad, but I can consider sometimes. Yeah. Even if I look at him alone. Yeah, is it there's never been a time that you've seen him used in any clear. No, he won't ever be used in any special clear. He's literally just the pick this man up for fun. Yeah. No, I also do agree, if you want to showcase like really specialized clear, Tsuki will be better. Yeah. Like all those real cool runs. Want to do supporter nights only? That kind of thing. Tsuki can appear. Serum doesn't go anywhere at all. So yeah. Might as well be a 3-star. I'll give him a 4-star, alright? 4-star. Serum was a 4-star instead of a 5-star. Yeah. Even Nothing has something. Yeah, Mr. Nothing is pretty decent and good. Yeah. Lumiin, thank you for the subscription. Alright, I think Yi has probably the nicest video so far. Out of them all. Because Yi basically did the thing that I was wishing for people to do, which is to set some expectations. So Yi took the time to explain the game mode, but then later towards the end, he started to set a bit of expectations over there. But it's not very drilled down. So we'll look at that. Then I'm gonna watch Drills this time, because I know Drills meet some stuff as well.
For the people who have no idea what IS...
Which one should I be watching? He made 1 or 2 videos. Oh, he made only 1 video, is it? It's only this one. Okay.
For the people who have no idea what IS is and why is it IS2 and the gameplay mechanics and so on, I highly recommend watching Yi's video on the
Wow! Holy! Bam!
topic. He introduces what is IS in a very decent manner, and I wouldn't repeat it here because I believe our audiences has a decent overlap. Besides, my content has always been more opinionated in nature. It's linked in the top right corner, and I highly recommend that video before watching this one, as I would then proceed with the assumption that you have an idea of what IS2 is, along with its mechanics and so on.
Sadly, watching Yi's video doesn't give a direct understanding of IS2, but it's a base somewhere.
they were seen as incredibly important units in IS-1, and that has obviously carried on to IS-2, with a lot of people asking for the first time playing this game mode, should they E2 a 4-star, how much should they focus on, so on and so forth. My general opinion is that unless you're a low rarity player, you should probably only E1 like a singular 4-star for IS-2, with that being Jay, because Jay is inordinately strong in this game mode as he is everywhere else. In order to recruit a 4-star, you only need 2 hope, and in order to recruit a 5-star, you only need 3 hope. The cost disparities in E2ing them is again only 1 hope.
So he's saying the only 4-star to E2 is J. I mean, I did E2 J.
Difference between a 4-star and 5-star in terms of gameplay power, disregarding investment costs, is significant enough to the point where I would recommend building 5 stars over 4 stars if you can.
Oh, I can.
Because 1, 4 stars are generally these units that are very solid at its core but don't do anything too special, while 5 stars often have gameplay gimmicks that can perform very well even in general content, and is generally something I'll prefer for IS-2 because it just lets the game mode be more interactive while offering substantially more power per hope. I'm more talking about units such as Iris, Firewatch, April, Lapland and so on, but I'm sure many more excellent options exist. If you really wanted to build 4 stars, whether it be for the cost or because you already have them at E160 or because you don't have the 5 stars, I'll recommend building Jay, as I've previously stated, Cutter, Pinecone, and May. Next up, some might
It's
be
not
wondering
wrong.
what
Okay,
is the minimum
okay.
requirement.
Oh, fuck. I will agree to one thing. The 7 4-stars that he shows here, they are the strongest 4-stars that you could build for this game mode. Let me think. Even Myrtle isn't very recommended. Yeah, because you don't. DP is not. DP can be a problem depending on the path that you take in IS2. But if you are playing it in general, right, you actually don't need Vanguards. Vanguards are not very important in IS2 because they're very generous with the DP that they give. There's only like 2 stages, or if not 3 stages in the game, in that game mode, that DP is very important. But apart from those, like, you actually don't need a Vanguard. So that's that. Wait, let me think about it. Let me look at my 4 stars for a quick moment. Hey, why did he not recommend Gumi? Gumi is also very good. Yeah, Gumi is having a healing defender in the game mode is quite nice. Yeah, Irene is super good. Cutter is super good. May also super good. Pinecone is very good. Perfume, no, Perfume not really. Podenko is super good. The reason why Podenko is super good is because skill 1. Hey, RS2 doesn't have a Who is Real map, right? Not Who is Real. Invitation to Wine. Oh, okay. Then Ethan will not be crazy in IS2. I think Ethan will be crazy in IS3. Because his skill 1 being able to deal arts and physical damage at the same time. Yeah, there might be some purpose when IS3 appears. But IS2, I'm trying to remember whatever stage I know. He can be fun to play, but it's not a must. Oh my god, I remember my first IS1 run where I first time cleared hardwood and I used Manticore. Oh my god, man. IS1 made me love Manticore so much. Oh, I love Manticore. Yeah, she was amazing. Pudding is very strong, yes. I think that's pretty much it. So she's pretty correct with the 4-star recommendations. But am I one to recommend 4 stars to be built for you guys? No, not really.
Pinecone, and May. Next up, some might be wondering what is the minimum requirement to clear IS2 and can a new player enjoy it pretty well. And the answer to that is you can clear IS2 pretty comfortably with not a single E2, and the game mode, if you're perfectly rarity abusing it, can be a breeze with only one E2. This is because IS2 is different from IS1 in that it has a friend support mode, and there are some stats that you can choose which allow you to instantly E2 any recruited units. This allows for some crazy stuff like starting off directly with an E2 Thorns that is enough to carry you throughout every single stage in the game mode, even if your other units are E1 3 stars or E1 4 stars.
Yeah, I think I'll probably answer this in my first video as well. Hold on, let me write this down. Can you put a new player play IS2? Yeah, I think I'll answer the question that way. So I'm gonna hear his answer first, then I'll tell you guys what I think about it.
This is on the premise that you're a veteran player and you understand how the stages work, as well as which operators can counter which specific encounter. New players frequently
you have to clear the mode to unlock those modifiers. If you don't, he's correct to say the modifiers over there does make it easier, but you actually need to clear a full run in order to get the easier modifiers. So new players will even struggle to reach those like beneficial run improving things.
Heavily on guides as a crutch throughout the game, so although the difficulty of IS2 isn't that high, the inavailability of guides for a lot of the tougher stages makes me think that a newer player might want a solid E1
Oh, Viper, thank you.
3 to 4 E2
Welcome.
gameplay caliber before they can beat the normal difficulty of the game mode. To that end, if you're interested in IS2 as a new player, I highly recommend E2ing one of the 4 stars stated previously, like Cutter or Pinecone, as opposed to E2ing Myrtle.
Hey, yeah, so welcome. I'm doing some IS2 research because I want to figure out what I want to say in my coming IS2 video, which is why I'm doing this impromptu stream. Thanks, Viper, for the raid. I appreciate it a lot. You can sit in with me as well, and everybody from Viper's side also. So, should a new player play IS2? Let me give you all my answer. I'll also answer this in the video. The thing is that IS is a very teaching game mode. That the more you play it, the more you're gonna learn actually how to improve yourself in the game. Can a new player clear IS2? Okay, if the question was not new player, can a new account clear IS2? Let me just drop this for you guys to know. You can clear IS without taking any operator. Any operator that you own, that is. You know how IS has like some recruitable 3 stars, so you can get a stupid dumb 3-star Vanguard and a stupid dumb 3-star caster and a dumb 3-star medic. What was the last one? Was it Vanguard, caster, and something? I can't remember. What is it? Caster, Vanguard, medic, and there's one more. Is it sniper? I think it's sniper. So you can get these really, really bad operators. God, man. What's the non-operator people that you can borrow? Like when you cannot recruit anyone, they are the last options that you can take. Yeah, it's the reserve op. What are all the reserve ops? So I know there's medic, there's Vanguard, there's caster. Oh, and sniper is it? So it's not guard lah. So okay, those 4. So those reserve ops are all 3 stars, by the way. That means you build no one. All they give you is 3-star, level 55, Vanguard, Sniper, Medic, Caster. And you need to understand, those 4 reserve ops have no skills, no talents. They are pure stats. They are only numbers. That's it. And you want to know something? Even without any operators in your account built, you can clear IS2 with those 4 people. But the problem is, you can't just clear it naturally. What do you need? We need brain. You can't just clear it and imagine, because people have done it before, it means everyone can do it. You can clear IS with only 1 6-star. Only 1 6-star. You can clear IS with a full 3-star squad. You can clear IS with nobody borrowed. Or you can clear IS with no one built, and all you take is the free operators that they give you. So if they give you a free 4-star, a free 5-star, a free 6-star, you just take that, you can clear. But the big problem is you need to strategize. So can a new account clear IS2? My answer is yes, a new account can clear IS2. But can a new player clear IS2? Shane, why you ban a viewer? What the fuck did he do to you? That is so sad. Sorry, underpowered. Alright, anyways, let's continue. So, where was it? Yeah, so can a new account clear? Yes, a new account can clear, but a new player will struggle in IS2. Will struggle. Because new players still don't understand the mechanics in the game. IS2 is also a little bit scary of a game mode. Because the enemies that you'll face in IS2 literally comes from every event. Practically every event before IS2 is released. Any event you name, you will see them. Got Mariano? Yeah, they've got Mariano enemies. You want Code of Brawl? We've got Code of Brawl. You want Chapter 8? Alright, we give you Chapter 8. They've got everyone in IS2. Do they have Egg? I don't know. Oh no, Undertides don't have. Undertides is one of the few events that they don't have. I think Near Light there is. But Undertides no. For whatever reason they didn't put that. I think they're saving Undertides for IS3. Oh yeah, there's no Undertides, but it's replaced by sanity damaging enemies. Undertides and what event are we having now? Undertides and Break the Ice are the only events that practically has no enemies in IS2. Oh, Break the Ice have what? They bother to bring in Break the Ice, they don't bother Undertides. That's so sad. What the fuck? Bullying. Who is Real also don't have. Oh, so no Invitation to Wine and no Who is Real. Okay. Do bosses appear? Some. Some bosses do come back. So you will witness certain bosses in the game again. But yeah, basically there's a lot of mechanics. So for a new player, it's overwhelming to learn. Yeah. I'm aware Near Light has one enemy that appears. So yeah, the thing about IS is that it's gonna be very challenging for a new player, especially. But I think that's where it's gonna be so fun. You get to experience everything all at once. And if someone were to say, hey, how can I get better at this game? How can I improve myself, be better at strategizing, be better at placing operators? I will point you all to IS. Play integrated strategies. Integrated strategies is your best teacher. Really. It will force you to learn. That's the mentality that I'm saying. When I say all these YouTubers who have been posting all these IS video, I feel like one of the missed opportunity that a lot of people have yet to do is to tell like players that you all need to understand this shit is so good at teaching you how to play the game. It's gonna be so much fun. Teaching you how to play the game in a fun manner. And making you do all the weirdest strats ever in your life. That's why I agree with what Yi stated just now in his video, where he said, if you're just gonna do this whole game mode with only meta 6 stars and everything, you're never gonna have fun. You're learning nothing new. But if you go to this game mode and say, there's this girl that I don't really know how to use her. There's this girl called Toadifons or something. There's this girl called Tsukinogi. I have no idea what the fuck they do. And then you take them into there. You get to experience it. You get to learn by bringing them in there. And there's no penalty. You fail a run, you still get rewarded. So, That's the thing that I really want to like teach people through IS2, like the mentality to have. So new players shouldn't new players should definitely play IS2. It's there for people to have fun. How should you play IS2? I think that's a question that I'm going to answer.
In IS2. Next up, should you E155 your 3 stars for IS2 to replace the reserve operators? This one's a bit of a tough one, but I personally think no. The cost to E155 a 3
Ding ding ding! Correct!
star is about 100k LMD and 100k experience, which even if it seems low for a lot of veteran players, is still a significant amount as compared to the amount of times that you actually be using them. Sure, a steward is going to be completely busted as compared to the reserve operator, but you're not really going to care about them too much given that they're there just to fulfill the minimum DPS requirements as compared to using them on an elite enemy or a boss, for example. If you were to E1 level 55 3 stars, I only recommend 3 units, them being Enso, Steward, and Cruz. Moving on with
Yeah, I won't recommend any 3 stars. Let me think about this question. If I reluctantly recommend 3 stars, would I recommend the same? Let me check. I don't like Midnight. But I like Midnight for his range. His range is helpful. I think I would. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend Enso and Hibiscus. 3-star medics are really painful to use. They don't work out later in the round. If I reluctantly recommend 3 stars, I will recommend Cruise, Midnight, Spot. I will also recommend Cardigan actually. I'll recommend this 1, 2, 3, 4, and Steward. Probably 5. Yeah, those 5 operators. You will say Cardigan falls off. Cause sanity damage. Oh, not wrong. I think it's still not so bad. Yeah. Even if Cardigan doesn't work well with this IS, she's definitely gonna work well with the next one. So, yeah. The rest of the operators, not so much. Melanta, Popuka, nice to have, but also not essential. Zeratin, so kind to give Zafang. Thank you. And so Hibiscus. Yeah, the rest not very important. Orchid could be nice, by the way. Orchid can be nice, but wait, no, let me think about it. Wait, let me recall the IS stages. Oh no, no need Orchid. So yeah. So that's that. Alright, let's go back to the video. Oh, and let me remind myself to farm. I haven't been farming.
we recommend 3 units, them being Enso, Steward, and Cruz. Moving on with a rather important section, and that being operators that perform.
You kind of wish that you have gone the Pokemon Stadium route. Just have operators at max level and max stages. And make stages based on that. Exa, there is exactly what you stated in the game mode. Because that's basically the monthly game mode. There's a monthly modified version where they give you 3 operators completely maxed out. And you simply play with those three operators in the run. All max level, all max masteries, and you play. I don't know if it's seed. No, it's not seeded. It's the seed of the game still randomizes. So you still get random stages and all, but you get 3 very buffed units. So yeah. And they do give free operators for you to try. You still have to have operators level. You mean other operators, right? Like when you want to continue recruiting, apart from those 3. Was that what you meant? You're wishing for a complete. You're saying you're wishing to have a complete set of like everyone is max, correct? Okay, I will speak of that in a company perspective, I very much think the reason why they do not completely give every single operator straight up maxed is because if they have a game mode where every single operator is fully built, people will no longer pay for the game. You get what I mean? Because this is a gacha game after all. So if, let's say, right, integrated strategies already gave everything, what for do I spend? I can just always play this game mode. I get to play every single person.
$1. I love Dorothy and I am so excited for Ling. I'm going to raise her skill 3 and use her on every single stage. This
You love Dorothy?
Sponsored by the Reels
Oh my god, I didn't know you love
21.
Dorothy.
Also,
I thought you
love
didn't.
Bibi.
But the next characters are only allowed in IS. But Exa, the best game mode is IS. You get what I mean? I can literally quit every event and only play IS for the rest of my life. Do you get it? Then I won't even need to do anything anymore. Like, I can, if IS2 gave me everyone 100%, I don't even need to build my account, right? I can just, oh man, I didn't get to build everyone, but hey, I got IS2. So you get it? I do agree with one thing though. There's something that I'm a little bit pissed off with AK. That I wish they kind of bothered to do. We have a good support unit system, but the support unit system apparently it's not intuitive. I don't know why it's not intuitive. If you ever want to test operators in the game, you can simply borrow a support unit, bring them in stage, try their skill. But what I mean by where the intuitiveness is gone is a lot of people don't catch this detail. And one thing that I wish Arknights did is they introduce like a trial run mode. You know how Genshin has a thing where whenever they have a banner, they actually open up like a mini event where you can take that particular unit and you can bring them into some stages and you try that unit. I kind of wish that Arknights did the same thing. So Paradox Simulation could have been like that, but it's not. Paradox Simulation needs you to build the operator to a certain extent. One of the things that I wish...
I hate Astasia, she is French and slammed my face in my lunch and called me a piss baby and took my lunch money and pissed on me.
I see. So I'm so sorry, Zeratin. It seems like you don't like Astasia anymore after so many years of loving her. I guess that's what it has come to. Sad for you. I don't think she's around. Is she around? Yeah. Paradox Simulation could have been the trial mode, but they didn't do it. I kind of really wish that they did a trial mode. If you would love a test stage that lets you spawn different enemies to test up. Oh no. That's called sandbox mode. I don't think AK needs a sandbox mode. Sandbox mode will break the game. I've described it before as to why I think sandbox mode will break the game. It would be cool if, like, I don't know, AK did a thing where every day they give one operator completely for free. Wouldn't that be amazing? Suddenly one random op in your squad becomes max level and then you can play with them. Oh my god, right? Oh else.
Inordinately well in IS2 relative to their regular performance in other game modes. Ling is the first one because Ling's performance...
Why am I voicing an Ian Duck? I'm not a voice actor. I have no worth to be voicing any Ian Duck.
Although very spectacular, is often something that players don't prefer because a certain slot rarity abuse comp is going to be stronger than Ling due to the fact that certain...
Hold on. I forgot. What's this?
Moving on, we have a rather important
Goody
section,
5
and that
tipped
being
$1.
operator.
I'm sorry guys, I have to come clean. Ceylon just isn't a very good operator. I'm truly sorry to those I've gaslighted into building her. Your mats will never recover and I have doomed you into using her for the rest of time. Amen.
Is this... Oh my goodness. Goody, how could you change like that? How all of you changing your minds to the operators that you love so much? Let's get back as a Fang and say that he hates Platinum.
That perform inordinately well in IS2 relative to their regular performance in other game modes. Ling is the first one because Ling's performance in general content, although very spectacular, is often something that players don't prefer because a certain slot rarity abuse comp is going to be stronger than Ling due to the fact that certain 6 stars are stronger than one 6 star, so a lot of players who are in the end game do not choose to use Ling. However, in IS, as to be expected, your squad is restricted, and thus Ling becomes one of the strongest options to deal with non-final boss stages. On the final boss stages, particularly against Phantom, the Bear, and the other boss that summons the crystals, Ling's performance isn't that great. However, against say like the Golem from IS1, the flying guy, so on and so forth, she has a very spectacular performance. She also makes all of your regular stages a joke with how powerful her skill 3 dragons are. Although after using Ling for a lot in IS2, I find that using her skill 3 gets really repetitive quickly, and I much prefer using her skill 2. Next up, we have Fiametta, who is phenomenal in IS2 due to her S2, because a lot of artifacts affect the whole attack recovery thing, along with Archetto, which is another strong unit in IS2. This allows her to consistently spam her skill 2 without actually needing to attack, and her skill 2 offers a lot of shotgunning damage potential. This is seen the most prevalently in her performance against the Bear boss, where all of her skill 2 AoE explosions overlap and shotgun the boss, as seen in this helpful infographic. Although skill 2 is her main skill 3 is nothing to laugh at either, because there are a lot of situations where you want the range to deal with a dangerous enemy, such as in the Phantom stage with a bunch of Sanity Furries at the right side. Palace is also very good in IS2 due to how well she does with scaling buffs, which is true even in general content, because you see she works really well with Arc, really well with Scouter. Given that her skill 1 is her main consistent DPS skill, and it's only a power strike skill, so it scales really well for attack speed or plus attack, which are very prevalent in IS2 artifacts. This is in contrast to Thorns, who has a flat attack up and a
Is
flat
he naming every 6 star? Yeah.
I think I'll address the video because I perform.
Fuck you, West Hordes!
Except maybe say Ifrit. I'll be excluding the 4th boss stage from this video because I haven't had time to play it extensively, but regarding the other 3 boss stages, they're all fairly simple but might feel daunting at first. The Phantom ending requires quite a bit of brain power and high requirements if you don't know what you're doing, but once you've played it enough, as it is the default ending, you get the hang of it and feel it's the easiest. The Bear ending can be contested by some as either the hardest ending or the easiest ending. Personally, I'm in the former camp because I believe the Bear is a pain to deal with if you're playing with
the only thing about the Bear boss is that the Bear is literally just straight up artifact check. You got good artifacts, the Bear is super easy. If you don't collect the right artifact, the Bear can be a nightmare. But the Bear can also be fun because the Bear is basically an endless mode. So yeah. Hey, by the way, can you ever hit the end? Is this true endless, or will the Bear explode like the boss in Arknights? I never knew if this is true endless. Oh, so after a certain amount of time, the Bear gives up and explodes. That's funny. You can win by timeout or lose. To be fair, he spawns harder enemies as more time pass, right? Like he starts spawning even more of the 4-block golems as time pass. So I think it'll be quite fun to do a don't kill the Bear mode. Let him spawn, see if he can survive. It's a challenge actually. I legitimately think it's a harder challenge to last out the Bear than to kill the Bear. So you get all the HP seals that you need, and then you challenge yourself to do the last map without killing the Bear. Just live. So yeah.
Low requirements and don't have
you say it's easier, is it?
But the argument for it being the easiest ending is that if you have good consistent DPS or becomes the other boss, i.e. the slow, is slightly more consistent. It is worth
I've learned a lot.
However, that nearly...
Any more videos I should watch? Best strategies for best 4 stars for individual
Hello everyone,
strategies.
today I wanted to talk
Why did you went from poo to don't poo? Holy fuck.
Hello everyone, today I wanted to talk about questions. You start with a team of 3 units, hero faction. That's the
Wait,
best
so what?
unit.
Is he just naming?
He's one of the best 4 stars in the game. She does monster damage, full tank defense. Myrtle is the most powerful 4 star outside of this game.
Wait. Oh, he's
Can
literally
help each other.
naming fuck lah. No. No. Don't go recommending 4-star, 3-star to humans. Anything else that I should be seeing? Any more videos that y'all watched that y'all want me to see? Apart from clears, I don't want to watch clears. I'm not interested in clears. No, your video doesn't tell people to play IS2. Okay, wait, let me check the questions that have been out. Because I asked you guys to give me questions. I think there's a lot by now. Let me sort by viewers because I answered to a few. You wonder what will that stage be all about? You try asking a friend. So you want to ask what's the event all about? Like, is there a difference between story stage and that? Is there some limitations on operators like CC? Do my operators and the operator for the event be different? What will be the impact of this event to my account? This might be a lot. Oh my god, let me just tell you the impact to your account is huge in a very, very good way. Why is God Signature? Shut the fuck up. About the reward, how long does it usually take to get all of it, or how many runs? You see, this is what I mean by I need to cleanse the mindset. You cannot play IS2 with the mindset that this is a reward hunting event. You know, not it, really. No. Do I get OP from the event? Oh, I found out no, you won't get OP from the event. It's only mets. What's the progress on IS2? Must be clear all stage or just play and lose the progress to get some mets on IS2. Okay. What are some potential synergies? I don't care. Why picking operators to win defeats the purpose of the game mode? Because you're not learning. When can I get 5-star elite op? What do you mean the only playable? What do you mean that mechanics only got their up review? Let me store my you're not elite. What do you mean I got this all wrong? This is supposed to be a question and answer section. Why the fuck are you self-answering? Are you okay? Need you help? What are the odds of getting an exclusive recruitment voucher? I don't think anyone has a percentage chance of that. But you tend to usually get at least 1 per run. An overview of artifact changes from the original. I may do an artifact list video when I collect them all, but wait until I reach that point. Can I tell you what emulator I used to play on PC? Can I send him my LD player link? Wait, I'm going to give you a hex. Hey, those don't have emulator one. I give you. Come, take from me. In the latest update of Arknights. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Go take. If you got no emulator yet, go and download. What should I focus on to get the event? Maybe a rough overview of what kind of stages there are, what kind of units for each of the stages, so you can decide. Okay, the idea of this one is something I'll explain in the second video, when IS2 is released, where the moment people have completed a bunch of runs and all, people should immediately go for what am I trying to say? The moment you completed some runs, you would have the enemy intelligence. So if you want to preempt yourself and better do the stage, fucking read the enemy intelligence before you step into the stage. Then you know what operators that you're supposed to take. That's pretty much it. This is basics strategizing of the game. I don't have a video on strategy yet for Arpedia. I think that video will come in episode 7 or 8. Wait, let me think. 4 is re-rolling. 5 is recruitment. 6 is gacha. No. 5 is gacha. 6 is recruitment. 7 is base. Oh, I think 8 is strategy. Shit. Fuck. Okay. It's quite late, but whatever. Okay. Yeah, I answered quite a lot of these stuff. Now I need to think about it. So how do I want to go about this video? Do you all still have questions with regards to IS2 that you all want to hear about? Does it tell you which enemy appear in the stage if it's the first time you encountered it? No, it doesn't. What is it? What is IS2 about? Answering the question of what is IS2 about is very difficult, by the way. It's very difficult to summarize it. But I'll do my best. I'll go and read like the excerpts that Arknights have written for IS1, and I'll probably use that to summarize. IS2 is about simping for Phantom. No. Why are we fighting Phantom? I can't answer that. You have to wait until you play the event, then I can answer that. Okay. Let me do it sequentially. So first question that I want to ask you guys. Do you all have any genuine questions that you all want to know about and it's not answered by anyone? Like, go ahead and ask. And then afterwards, I'm going to ask you a second question, which is a lot more interesting. Hold on. Are there stage trials, or do you go in with only stage info? You only go in with stage info. You can't trial. There's no practice run. How long does a run usually take? Okay, a run usually takes anywhere between 30 minutes to 2.5 hours. I took 2.5 hours for one of my runs because I took too much time to think. Can we exit and run and get back later? Yes. You can stop. You can still exit the game. The only thing that you can't do is you can't play a stage and then leave at that stage. If you leave a stage halfway or your phone crashes on you, you will fail the run. But if you are done, you finish the run, you're in the select stage screen, you can leave at that point and you can come back to your progress. What is the banner thing that you see every time I go to the next level? Huh? What banner thing? I don't get what that is. How long does it take to get all the rewards in normal circumstances? I don't know. I don't know how many times must you play. Does the rank or level needs time of farming? You mean the battle pass? Kind of? You do need quite a bit of farm time, but it's not severe. You're gonna get rewards while having so much fun. Guys, I overcapped in IS1. In order to get the full rewards, you needed, I think, 3,600 honey biscuits. Okay? You know how many honey biscuits I got? 20,000. You know how many honey biscuits Rapid Potential got, if I remember correctly? Rapid farm fucking 70,000 honey biscuits. And they don't convert for LMD, by the way. It's just a track record of how long you're progressing in the game. Those currency don't convert. Like this time it's candles. You need candles, so it's a lot. Can you beat this event with only 6 stars and no other ops? Yes. Can't pause so you win or lose. No, you can pause. You can pause a run, but you cannot leave the run. There are monthly missions that helps with the battle pass. Yes, there is. You can actually play the game 24 hours. I did! Guys, when this game mode appeared, you know what I did? Second day of event, I wake up, I play IS2. Before lunch, I play IS2. While having lunch, I play IS2. I finish my meal, I wash up, I shower, I play IS2. I play IS2. Oh shit, it's dinner time! I put my phone beside me, I play IS2. After I finish my dinner, I come to stream. I play IS2. I stream for 6 hours, I finish IS2, okay, I go to bed. I play IS2. Not IS2, IS1, sorry. That was back then, when the first integrated strategies happened. You get it now?
Zafang21 tip $2.50. Have I mentioned how much I love Bibik? I love pounding her for 2 hours and then
what the fuck?
the button and not getting max risk on CC4. How I love staring.
Who the fuck wrote this on Zafang? Zafang will never say something like that. Oh my goodness. I hope Zafang doesn't know whatever that just happened. I won't play IS for 24 hours. I'll be very drained. I'll take it slow this time. The reason why I overplayed IS1 was because it was a how do I call it? It was a short playtime. Do you get what I mean? Because IS1 was only 3 weeks long. But because IS2 is permanent, I don't care. I can take it slow. It's exactly because IS was like, fuck, 3 weeks and you're done and you're out. You cannot play the same thing every day anymore. I felt like shit. So of course I wanted to play the event to the fullest. But now, IS2, it's here to stay. I can chill. You get what I mean? If you got exam, you don't play this month, you play the next month. Ah. See, enjoyment to the fullest. Do you have to level up operators to make the game mode easier? Leveling up operators will always make the game mode easier. Okay. Here's the thing. Let me ask you the second question. Y'all would have talked on Discord, on Facebook, on Reddit, all sorts of places, on YouTube, everything. Okay? Understand that my first video about IS, I want to set the right mentality for people. So, I need your help. Now, instead, can you answer a dumb or frustrating question about IS2? Give it to me. I want to see if I want to answer that in the first video. Go ahead, like, free fire. Give me something that you saw and you're like, why the fuck is the person asking this? You actually never played IS, but the part of the reason was knowing it wouldn't stay there at the time, yeah. How to defeat the duck? Okay, no. How to min-max IS? Is IS2 fun? No, that's not dumb. Can you settle this? No. So, example of a dumb question that I think really needs to be answered is like, for example, people praising Passenger too much. Is IS another CC? No. Is it possible to complete IS with E0 ops? It's not a dumb question, but it is possible. Can you clear IS without reading or using the shop? You can.
Kakike's tipped $1. Is 2 is love. Is 2 is life. Is 2 is everything that all I want.
How can you play this? Is there a guide? Someone said building 4 stars and 5 stars are for rails because you run out of mats building 6 stars. What should you say? Wow, wait, this guy is asking... Hold on, Agudi, let me think about it. This guy just asked some mega IQ question. Because he's not wrong. If you build 6 stars, you run out of mats. My brain hurts because his question is legit, but like, it's just the way that he's playing the game. Because if he's overbuilding the 6 star, obviously he will have no mats to build 4 stars and 5 stars. They are free to... Okay, the way that I'll answer him is, they are free to plays who literally can build 4 stars, 5 stars, and 6 stars. So if you are someone who only builds 6 stars and you feel like you cannot build 4 stars and 5 stars, it also means you're just building differently from these smarter free-to-play players. That's it. Because if he's like, what? Maxing out 6 stars, level 96 stars, M3 all 3 skills, of course he's a dumb shit. You won't be able to build 4 stars and 5 stars if you do that. Hence, it's not for whales. I think the main thing to...
Let me out. The Who Is Real rerun is soon and I'm going to...
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to the Who Is Real rerun. I'll bring you back, Mikey, don't worry. But yeah, the main problem of his statement is that you can only compare the part that says 4 stars and 5 stars are for whales, to which the answer is no. Free-to-plays will tell you that they are building 4 stars and 5 stars just fine. Will you put Pool Passenger on this banner? You heard he's very good for IS. Do you need E2 scene? Okay. Do you need any specific operators for IS? Can you will to your victory? You can be a complete will and still put IS because you cannot think. Can you clear IS with just Myrtle? Sure. Can you get tier list? Oh. Will there be guides? Yeah, I should answer the question as to whether there will be guides. You have 2 accounts in AK, you don't know what to do with the second one when IS2 drop. Any advice? Have fun with it. So you all know I have a second account that I was doing, right, for the Arcpedia video, and it's only E0. I actually also have another account that is all E1s. I don't have any E2s in that account. So you know what I'm gonna do? If I ever get so bored in IS, I'll pick up my E1 only account and my E0 only account, and I'll play IS2 with those accounts.
I have descent to bless you all for easy is too clear. Say no to the nay hater. Build me and M9 me if possible, my loyal follower. Do not forget, Godsenger is the way of life, the way of is too.
Help. Maybe I've got for every possibility, you know? You just want to know the best relics and funny OP combinations. I think it's really for you guys to discover that. There are people who hated IS1 because they can't use go to 6 stars. Yeah, I'll clarify that in the video. In IS, you can literally keep your ops at E1 regardless. I don't know what is that referring to. Is 5-star ops really worth more than 6-star and 4-star ops? Who the hell said that? I don't know where that opinion came from. Yeah, there are some people who really never played roguelike. Some people never got the chance to play roguelikes ever in their life. Wait, there's something that I wanted to show you all. I was laughing my ass off at this. Guys, please watch this with me. Oh shit.
He only won because I lost. That's not a winner. He only won because I lost. That's not a winner. He only won because I lost. That's not a winner.
It's bro. His brain is huge. His brain is so big. Oh my god. If only Frank didn't lose, he would have won. The truth is, doesn't matter who wins or loses. At the end of the day, it's Knight. He's right though. If you ignore everyone who's better than him, he's the best. You're not good, I'm just bad, right? I suck because you don't. If you're not alive, you're dead. Let's go. I don't know, man. Some people are amazing. Okay, I'm gonna write down what I feel like talking about in the video before I close off this stream. Let me just double check the questions again. Artifact synergy. Still a week out. Will IS2 add old bosses? Okay. How many extra pools can we get? Actually, none. Don't use... Okay. I probably need to say this very specifically. Don't use your run to impose it on other people. A lot of people have this habit in Arknights. I found out. I don't know when am I gonna say this ever in the video to make it very clear. AK has a super bad habit, right? Where whenever you advise new players or players who struggle, you like to use your clear to tell people, because I cleared it this way, therefore you can do it the same way. So for example, if someone said, oh, I cleared JT83 by using Taunt, Spectre, Inserter, it's like, you gotta understand something here. That advice doesn't help anyone. Do you get it? You're not giving critical info. Just because you cleared it that way doesn't mean that's going to be the way that everyone else clears it. And then people be like, oh, I put on this banner and I got Gnosis. Therefore, everyone pulls Gnosis if they pull on this banner. It's like, I don't know how AK has... A lot of you guys tend to have this short-circuited logic when advising people. It's gonna be the same thing for IS. When people say, I cleared IS with Blitz and Manticore. Therefore, because I can, you can. You get what I mean? A lot of people say Silent Banner was blessed but you didn't get her. See? I think the worst operator is anyone who calls Mostima the worst operator. Yes, I'll smash them all. You see all these operators over here? Smash, 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 smash. We have every character built. Okay, yeah, I'll answer the how to build the ops for IS. How easy is it to unlock all the collectibles? I probably need to mention this about being able to use operators that you don't own. Someone remind me. Okay, let's go to a Word document and then I'm gonna write down my stuff. Give me a while. Oh, by the way, I got brilliant news to share with y'all. I'm fucking excited for Arknights. Okay, I don't sound excited in my voice, but I'm seriously excited for the coming Arknights episode 3. I cannot wait to see what you guys are gonna say about it, because it's not emotional. I kind of feel like a proud father-ish when making that episode, because that episode is gonna save so many new players. Yeah, because it's really an episode where I answer probably the one question that new players want to have answered, but no one ever does it, and no one bothers asking. Basically, it's a number one question in the new player's head that they want to ask, but because no one ever answers it, they never ask. You get what I mean? How about the old ones? You will get your Arknights videos later, my dearest old ones. But yeah. Okay, so just to clarify, what is IS2 about? I'll answer this in that video. How do you explain what's roguelike to people? I have never even known. I'm fucking learning here. Wait, let's search some definition. I've never known what's the definition of a roguelike game. Oh my god, this is confusing. Can you shorten it? Roguelike is a game mode that randomizes your strategy and playstyle each time you play. We were pretty sure the investment system makes IX a roguelike, not roguelike, you know. It's complicated. Oh, that's a strange thing to say. Okay. Can I use Risk of Rain as an example? Yeah, I will. I will talk about roguelike, actual roguelike game titles. Yeah. How do you like the description that I stated? You will get random operators. This is not exactly what I'm going to see in the video. This is just like my skeleton notes. So you'll get random operators, random stages to play against, random artifacts that helps you to buff your game each time that you clear a stage. And then, because of the way that it is, this will push you to make different strategies, and it'll help you to play this game. It'll help you to it'll help you to learn to play this game better. And then if your concern is if you fail a run, it's not going to punish you, you're going to be rewarded instead. That this will make it even better, right? I didn't mention it's a permanent game mode. No, I'm gonna mention it very soon. So it's not there yet. Is this a limited time event? No. I love this song. I don't even play. What song is this again? This is fuck, where's this from? Oh, I love this song. It's so cute. I forgot! Someone answer me! Honkai? Honkai, right? Yeah. So cute. You can play it for many months to come. I wonder if you guys are ever curious, like when I make my videos, you all want to see like my script. I've really trashed all my previous like drafts for videos, but like all those major videos that I made, the limited operator, for example, should you play Arknights? Oh my god, there was so many notes that I had to do. Even this one, this coming Arknights episode 3, it's crazy long as to the number of things that I'm doing in that one. Who's calling me? Hold on. Hello? Yep. I can. Wait, I'm gonna mute myself. Hold on. A friend of a friend called for things. I'm a bit confused, but okay. I'm back. Sorry for disrupting your. This what cooking Valkyries from Honkai Impact 3. You found my streams because of that reason exactly. What reason are you referring to? Um is the most fun because everyone is different. Your experience because everyone is different, you always experience something new to your playtime. And behind the scenes of the videos, I don't do this very often, but I was thinking of doing it a little more so that you all can see what I think about before I construct the video. Like, I mean, you all see behind the scenes of my guides, for example, right? Because I do all those kind of like guide making stuff. I sit here, I torture myself for hours on end to make an easy guide. And then this time around, I'm thinking, you all get to see a bit of the skeleton process. If not, I will be ping chilling on my own. So yeah. Just don't forget it doesn't cost sanity. Of course, I'm gonna put all these sweet details. Making it method. New, such as the rewards, special conditions. Put a new play. I'm saying pink chilling in that context, it felt very strange. It's not a meme. Is the giant teddy bear really the hardest boss in the game? No. I think the hardest boss ever released in the game is probably Frost Nova actually. The IS2 Frost Nova. I think she's the hardest boss ever in the game. She was very challenging. Is it the Walmart Frost Nova? Yeah, it's the Walmart Frost Nova. Will Rust Hammer Duke and Walmart Frost Nova come back? No, not in this IS. How much does a new player need to clear the story mode to unlock IS? I think it's chapter 2. Should be chapter 2. It's either chapter 2 or chapter 3. It's not very far. It's not chapter 5 or 6, that's for sure. I hope you are reading as I type. I'm sorry that I'm not talking. I cannot multitask. I will start talking soon. I apologize if I'm not entertaining you all. I'm reaching the back end of the questions already. I'm almost done. Hello. Wait, I can't talk at the moment. Give me a while, give me a while. Patience, okay, patience. Give me like 5 more minutes. I'm almost done writing. Actually, I'm kind of done. Okay, I'll figure out how to fill up the remaining questions. Oh yeah, these are the voices. Sorry, what did I miss? You guys say? Let me look at the chat. I think I was typing for like the past 10 minutes. If you have the Phantom skin, you don't get a free skin ticket. No. Phantom is not alternate. Outer operator. So the final boss is going to be Phantom, Teddy Bear, Puppet, dude. Yeah. There's a fourth new one, but the fourth new one will not come anytime soon. That one will come in 6 months from now. The tier list needs to stop. No. Game Press released the IS tier list. Fucking hell. X is busted. Reduces that characters only to the performance in the game mode that doesn't actively reflect the conditions that's found in the actual game, yeah. You're gonna have fun with 200 attack speed as Carnelian and Zarya. When's IS2 gonna appear? 14 July. You thought Phantom L2D is released like 3 months after? Yeah, it is. Some good runs in IS2 will give newbies like you a good idea of how a good run is. I'll explain it. I'll explain that. I should put a title on the document. Your OCD is itching. Okay. My random draft document. Is it a video script? Well, no. It is a video script. Yes, you will see this as a video. So like, I can run through whatever that I want to talk about. And if you all feel like, hey, I want to know more, you all can tell me. Because this is basically live reaction, right? You guys are here joining me on the stream today. And if you all actually have like anything that you feel you really want to hear in the video and you don't get to, you can tell me directly. You know, that's the best part of being the live stream now. So, of course, I got to mention like what's IS2, right? So IS2 is a roguelike game mode. It's pretty much a time that you get random operators that you can choose, random stages that you can play against, random artifacts that buffs each time that you clear. Before every stage, you will get a recruitment ticket. Before every wait, let me just get a few more details. At least one recruitment ticket with a class. At least one class. The operators and skill rank, same level, promotion rank and skill rank as what you have in your account. Here. What do they call it? They don't call it Originium ingots. What do they call those things? The green color thing? Is it called Originium ingots? I know it's called ingots, but I forgot what is it called. Oh, okay. So before every stage, you'll get at least one recruitment ticket. Okay, no, instead of saying this, at the start of every run, you will get 3 recruitment tickets. With a class plastered to each. You can then add someone of the respective use the ticket to add someone of the respective. You start a run. You can get the recruitment ticket, ingots, and relics that will further improve your run. Yep. Sorry. So at the end of every siege clear, you can get the recruitment ticket, ingots, and relics that will improve your run. Ingots can be spent at certain points of your run to buy more recruitment tickets or relics. Because every squad you have, stage you enter, enemies you face are always so different, this pushes you to make different strategies with every new run, letting you learn to play the game better. Losing all HP, you can leave enemies in a stage, but as long as your HP seal never falls to 0, you proceed to the next stage. Losing all your HP seals will cause a run to fail, but failing a run will not punish you, instead reward you with more buffs that can help you in your later runs to become more comfortable and easier. Yeah, I make the rule that everyone needs to, I will slap you. How long does a run usually take? It depends on how many stages you play, how long you decide to take, how long you take to decide. Your strategies before you enter the stage. If you jump into all stages brute forcing a complete successful run can take as short as half an hour. If not, if you bother to think hard, see what combats the map and the enemies, you can go as high as 2.5 hours. Can you leave the game mode? A run can be. You cannot leave while playing a stage, but whenever you're in the choosing menu for the next stage, you can then leave, and where you are in the run will be saved the next time you return. Is this a limited time event? No, this is a permanent game mode. You can play it for many months. Right now, it will stay for at least 7 months. We actually don't know if it will go beyond 7. We know that it's permanent game mode, but they didn't mention if like the theme for Phantoms like this Crimson Solitaire will actually stay, because it might get refreshed out. We do not know. Wait, permanent? Then how can this be interesting? How can this be interesting then? Most players will tell you that integrated strategy is the most fun to feature to ever be added to the game, because every run is different. You'll always experience something new to your playtime, making it never boring. IS2 also works hard to keep the game fresh by implementing monthly content. Who subscribe? Oh, Vechi, thank you. Hello. Implementing monthly updated content such as rewards, special conditions, new modifiers, relics, and stages. It sounds like this game mode takes very long to clear. So this is going to take up a lot of my game sanity. No, it will not take up any sanity. That is everyone's favorite part. This is a purely replayable game mode that you get to enjoy whenever you want. This will now make a sanity limited game like Arknights become a completely replayable game that you can grow glued to, right? Then can new players play IS2? So for me personally, I insist that new players play IS2 because IS2 is a mode that helps you to learn better strategies. Because you're a new player, your operators are not as level and built compared to other existing players. You can play this sanity in this 0 sanity spent game mode endlessly to figure out 0 sanity. Wow, fuck, what am I writing? 0 sanity spent game mode endlessly to figure out how to defeat stages better with the so-called restrictions imposed by an account. IS2 helps all players to become to become better, as long as you're willing to try something new whenever you play it. Then, do you need 3 stars and 4 stars to play IS2? You keep hearing people recommending those. Is the game mode unplayable without them? So IS2 is basically playable with anyone that you have. There are people who can defeat it with only Elite 1 operators. Should I just use this document as my video background? I have no idea. Should I? I'm starting to think. Is this more convenient? Then you guys can read it from here. Or should I make this as a script? Yes? Y'all want a more like pictures slapped on top? That kind of thing, more editing? More like gameplay going on? I'll figure out how to make it entertaining for you all to watch. But again, this is whatever I'm doing now is pretty much like a skeleton. Alright. Hold on, so where am I now? Yeah, so it's you can pretty much play it with anyone. There are people who defeat it with only E1 ops, some people only E0, some people even bring 0 ops and can still solve a complete run. Let's shift the question. All you need is a powerful mind and the willpower to make the best out of your account. Actually, I don't really like what I wrote. Okay, hold on. The reason why those rarities are said to be nicer is because in that game mode, you use hope to recruit operators. And those rarities cost little hope. But even without them, you can still play your runs just fine. Yeah. Instead of preparing for IS2 by building specific ops, I suggest that you use your playtime in that game mode. And if you ever feel challenged to clear certain stages because you realize you might be happier if certain operators are built, then you use that revelation to go ahead and build whichever units you need. Yeah. Will we get Sharp and 5-star as a permanent operator in the future? No, I don't think we'll ever get them as a permanent op. Am I very dead if I only had 6-star builds and maybe some 5 stars and 4 stars, 3 stars? First off, why are you playing the game like this? Secondly, it's fine to play IS2 with practically anyone you own. You just need to learn how to work around the account that you have. You build your account your way, so you live with your decisions and do your best in going as far as you can in your runs. How can I learn better in this game mode when all I've been using is only the operators I have built? As you play the stages, you will frequently encounter special recruitment tickets that lets you borrow operators that you may not even own, whether 4-star, 5-star, or even 6-star, at the cost of 0 hope. These operators will have maximum level, meaning maximum stats, and when at Elite 2, they even have full masteries. For instance, for a 6-star, they will have M3 on all of their skills. Also, at the start of your run, you can now choose one support unit from your friends, and that way you can also enjoy some really powerful operators in your gameplay that you may not have tried. Yep. Looks good. So I spent a lot of time to basically preempt you guys the mentality when entering this. So this looks good. Oh yeah, I should write max. We'll also have maximum, really giving you a full blast trial run of their abilities. Yes, hi Slick. So is passenger and link necessary? You heard the bastard for this event? Bullshit. With the right artifacts, any operator can look crazy. It's only because those two operators got some of the most screen time out of the rest that they make it look like they are needed. Stop thinking they are the king. They are mission critical. I have a lot of meta operators like Chen Outer, Surtur, Taunts, Silver Ash, Ayer. The list is endless. This must be a really easy time for me. It can be, but if you are always going to play your runs recruiting your same few favorite operators all the time, you will easily get tired of this game mode and not find enjoyment out of it. There are more than 200 operators in this game, and allowing yourself to try someone new with every run you play can teach you new synergies, skills that you never cared about, making you appreciate everyone in the game much more. It is better to always make sure to switch up your playtime so that you really get the most out of integrated strategies. Will there be guides for IS2? In your first few runs, when you are attempting to go for a complete run, where you kill the final boss, it is reasonable to play it by trying to force a really strong squad to bring along. Once you have 1 or 2 complete runs, tell yourself to try new things. Then this will really make you love the game so much more. Yep. Why is Game Press almost saying don't use Skadi in their tier list? Oh my god, fucking bullshit. I'll look at the tier list in a bit, since you guys are saying the tier list just came out. Will there be guides for IS2? It is practically impossible to make stage guides for IS because every single player's run will be different for each other. In fact, there is no need for guides simply because IS will become your teacher to become better at the game. The more you play and get used to it, the more you're going to realize tens and hundreds of stages to beat the enemies you face. Will you make a tier list for IS2? IS2 does not need any tier list. Some people can give opinions that certain operators scale better in this game mode. However, as I have repeatedly mentioned, you can make any operator shine in this game mode as long as you are willing to learn what they do and at the same time find good artifacts that synergizes well with them. What are all the rewards? How to collect all the collectibles? How to get Phantom L2D? How to get Shalom? How to get all endings? How to get all the medals? If you're asking all these kind of how to collect them all questions, calm the fuck down. This game mode, like I said, is a permanent game mode. You have all the time in the world to slowly get everything done and dusted. Do not rush to clear every single word in the event. Don't go about finishing the full reward list within the first week. You will burn out if you don't pace yourself properly. Take it comfortable. The rewards will never reset every month, but only extend to give more rewards instead. Hence, take it comfortably. If you play it for 24, if you want to play it for 24 hours a day, go ahead. If you want to do only 2 runs per week, that's also fine. However you do it, all the rewards will eventually come to you. Will come to you. The last thing you want is to hate the game mode because you got so stressed about collecting them all or finishing complete runs, when the point is to have fun, the best fun you can ever enjoy. Won't the full battle pass change when the IS team change? We do not know yet. We'll have to wait and see. I cannot answer that. But even if it does change, you still have all the time in the world. So yeah. Okay. I've actually finished the skeleton. How do you all find it? Like whatever that you may have heard me say and read. Do you all feel that this gives you a better like feeling? Especially those of you who are new. Like how do you feel about whatever that I've been saying? Or are there questions that I didn't get to answer? Let me think about it. So there's one about what is IS2 about. The rule to build all 3 stars. I didn't say to build all 3 stars. How long does a run usually take? Can you leave game mode? You realize I don't take the time to explain the new features because it's not my concern. My concern is that people are going to play this game mode for fun. So is this a limited time event? I've answered that. How can a permanent event be interesting? How this game mode taking very long to clear? You haven't played the first IS, so this was comforting to know, right? I think this is really the thing that I need to give. Am I going to go over this in the video and post it? I won't post the doc, but I will go over this in my video. Yes. Can new players play IS2? Yes. Even better as a new player because your operators are not leveled and built. Whenever you fail a run, you can use that information to learn about what your account may need more of to be built. Capitalize on the fact that this game mode spends no sanity to help you build a better account. You don't think that's really the case? Yep. Can you play have fun in IS2? Yeah. You can use that information to learn about what your account may need more of to be built. Capitalize on the fact that this game mode spends no sanity to help you build a better account. Then do you need 3 stars, 4 stars? I keep hearing people recommending those. Is this game mode just unplayable without them? Yeah. Instead of preparing by building specific ops, I suggest that you use your playtime in the game mode. If you ever feel challenged to clear certain... Wait ah. Okay, wait, no, sorry, and let me rephrase this. I suggest that you still play... that you play IS2 first. Whenever you whenever you feel challenged to clear certain stages, you may realize that certain operators that you could do better if certain operators are built. That you could be better if certain operators are built. Then you use that revelation to go ahead and build whatever units you need. For the people who never experienced roguelike, the first finish run will be mad crazy. Kind of envy them. Yeah, you'll feel so good when you first clear your complete run. Am I very dead if I only have 6 stars built and maybe 5 stars built? Which I then say, I mean, it's weird why you're playing the game like this, but you're not dead. You can still play the game just fine. As long as you live with however your account is. So yeah. What song is this? Oh, this song's so nice. How can I learn better in this game mode when all I've been using is only the operators I have built? You'll frequently encounter special recruitment tickets that lets you borrow more. These operators will have maximum level, maximum stats, and when Elite 2, they have full masteries. For instance, a 6 star, they will have M3 on all their skills. These special operators will also have maximum potential, really giving you a full blast trial run of their abilities. Also, at the start of the run, you can now choose one support unit from your friend. That way, you can really enjoy some powerful operators in gameplay that you may not have tried. You're a new player, so this is helpful and very reassuring to know for someone who's find things a bit overwhelming since you're still building your units. Like I said, yeah, use this game mode to help you to learn to build your units rather than to feel like you can't play. There is a player account level that I feel that IS2 becomes very comfortable, which you will hear about that in Uppedia episode 3. I stated that IS2 will probably be best enjoyed when you are player account level 60. A player account level 60 will be achieved within 2 to 3 months. So there's that. It's a sanity-less game mode, so you might as well just play it. It doesn't hurt to play it. Is Passenger and Link necessary? I heard that they're best of the event, and then that's the thing. I have a lot of meta ops. This must be really easy time. It can be. But if you're gonna play, you're always gonna play your runs with only recruiting the same few favorite operators all the time. You'll easily get tired of this game mode and not find enjoyment out of it. There are more than 200 operators in the game. Allowing yourself to try someone new with everyone you play. And allowing yourself to try someone new with everyone you play can teach you new strategies, skills that you never cared about, making you appreciate everyone in the game much more. It is better to always make sure to switch up your playtime so that you really get the most out of it. Your first few run, when you're attempting to go for complete run where you kill the final boss, it's reasonable to play by trying to force a really strong squad to bring along. Once you completed 1 or 2 complete runs, tell yourself to try new things. Then this will make you love the game so much more. Whether it be guides for IS2, it's practically impossible to make guides for everything. I make tier lists. As long as you're willing to learn, let's synergize well with them. Okay. Oh, thank you, Larry. You had a hard time with IS1 since you didn't have low rarities raised. I mean, even if you don't have low rarities raised, then you go to the part where I stated this. You build your account your way. You live with your decisions. So you do your best to make it work. Because it can work. You just do your best to make it work. You will struggle a little more, but it's not impossible. Anything else that I need to put? Okay, yeah, it's looking pretty fine for what it is now. So I will have to bring it back to you guys. Any more things that I didn't get to answer? Any more like questions that helps you to be more reassured? Or do you feel very comforted now? And especially for those of you who are new, because this video is really catered to you guys. Those of you new mid-game, late game, it's catered to everyone. But I will never leave my new players behind. Can bring robots, why not? Something about the free orb you get at the start, what about it? I mentioned it already. It's good to know that it's not always about bring this, bring that. You can win this, if not, no, you can't. Other roguelikes have tier lists. Yes, they have, but you don't need a tier list. Everybody's account is different. No point having it. Building an operator only for roguelike doesn't make sense. Imagine you build Passenger for roguelike, and then Passenger just doesn't do well in anywhere but roguelike. And roguelike doesn't even cost sanity. What for you take someone so busted in this one, and then you don't use him anywhere else? Although Passenger is honestly really good, even anywhere else, but yeah. Just better in roguelike, that is. If it's all good, I will keep to this sort of stuff. I'm gonna check one last time if there are new questions that you all asked me here. Here, this is for people who struggle in roguelikes. If you struggle in roguelikes, just get a better brain. You will get a better brain by playing roguelike, so don't worry. You will get the therapy you need. Why must they punish small brain doctors? How many hours will I play in this mode when it's out? But every time you watch IS, you feel it'll be really hard, and a mistake from the beginning can be annoying until the end. Please guide the IS beginner. Is there a special reward for unlocking all the collectibles? Oh! No, okay, I won't mention that in this video. How do you even unlock collectibles? Do some of the bosses from the first IS rerun is still oh, okay, yeah. Then I think it's fine. Whatever that I've explained, I probably did explain it carefully enough already. Y'all happy? Then I'll get to filming this video and hopefully posting it either today or tomorrow. Actually, today I want to post RPD episode 3. I'll try my best. Yeah, now more bosses than IS1. Yep. Then I hope you guys are excited to see this, and that this will help a lot of you new players as well to feel happy that you can join the fun of this event. This will seriously be the best thing to ever exist. So, yeah. If new player already built the first team as my guide, they will kind of be doing fine in IS. Kind of. Pretty much. Yeah. So there's that. What's going on? No, I'm just making a skeleton draft because we were talking about IS just now. And okay, for those of you who just came in, what were we doing? So at the early part of the stream, we were watching videos done by other YouTubers about integrated strategies. And I want to make a video about integrated strategy as well. But the thing is, I can't bring myself to do that just yet because I want to see what other people are doing. I want to fill up the gaps. And I realize a lot of the people who have already made videos about it, they're not doing it the way that I wish to, because I think it's still very confusing for many people who don't play IS before to understand how to feel comfortable about integrated strategies. So now I've made my whole script to really preempt people very nicely. Alright? You all want me to read the tier list. Let's see. The Game Press tier list. Before I go, alright? Is it 6-star only? They labeled no one at D. Okay. Which idiot make this? Nah. I really don't like these stuff. So the pointer on the Unectus, right, is that I do understand Unectus is very hard to use in this particular game mode. But the thing is, you can literally make a fool out of Unectus. You can simply find the best artifacts for her, and then you use her. That's about it. There are artifacts that I think defenders gain 2 SP or something per hit, or 2 SP whenever they get hit, and then you can use their skills quite a lot. Like, the only thing that such a tier list does is discouraging the use of certain operators and encouraging the use of other operators. To which I say, stop that! Stop! This is Arknights! We don't need tier lists to tell people, oh, apparently the only way to play the game is whatever my opinion is. Like, you can play the game in any way that you want. The only thing about labeling operators like this is you're only hurting the community. You're only hurting people to say that, oh, I mean, if I'm using Carnelian, I must be doing something wrong because more people are using Passenger. Like, I mean, I'm fine with the idea of comparing ops. Like, I can tell you guys who I feel is stronger and weaker, that sort of thing. But I do not think it should be used as facts. The problem with tier lists is tier list looks like facts most of the time. So yeah, I won't put everyone in S. Like, if I objectively make a tier list myself, I will of course rank the operators up, down in their roles, you see. But at the same time, I also wouldn't like go around saying that this is something that people need to follow. Can't tier list serve as a benchmark? The part that I don't like is when... Okay, tier list runs into a really bad problem. Anyone who is at the bottom becomes shat on. Anyone who's at the top becomes treated like gods. Do you get what I mean? That's the number one problem I have with tier lists. It always causes this disparity. That now it just makes anyone at the bottom look useless because apparently they're not as good as the one on top, and anyone on top look like they are a must, to the point that if you don't own these ones at the top, you either cannot play the game or cannot have fun. That's the reason why I never subscribe to any tier list. Like, even though I can make my own personal one, I don't even want to follow it. Because I want to just do whatever I want in this game. Because to me, what matters is you understand what each and every operator do. You understand their abilities, you understand what they can perform for you, then you use that knowledge to make beautiful clears. So that's that. But I can show you guys a tier list that I did. Let me show it to you guys. So you all know Arcadia episode 3? There is a little list that's over there. So let's ask for your opinions. And I'll give you guys context for this list. I think that's something that This is correct. Let me just double check. I think this is correct. Should be. Alright. You will see this in episode 3. Now, let me give you context. In episode 3, there is a point of the video that I straight up recommend to new players. You should build a meta operator. Straight up. It sounds like out of the blue, right? Like, my god, Cookie, you said you will never subscribe to the meta slaves, and why are you suddenly telling people to build meta? The thing is, if you're someone who just entered the game, you will struggle so hard against a lot of the stages. So the thing is, I would very much prefer that new players can have a more comfortable time by building someone super strong first. Just one. I'm not even telling you to build the entire list of strong people. I straight up say in the video, even though I put everyone on top, don't think it means you must have everyone above. You don't. You just need one. One GG, game over. You win. That's it. But like, having one will give you so much quality of life, since you can have a fallback button. If you realize you struggle so hard in the stage, you pick that person. So, I'm gonna give you all a context. Soloist 6 stars are 6 stars where you see them in all the guides. Whenever you see a guide maker, you will see this one op being brought to the stage, and then they manage to clear everything for you. So, the operators that I place on top are the usual suspects. Why is Mountain not there? It's because Mountain's appearance is not as heavy as the others on top. All those 9 ops at the top are very, very appearing in every stage guide. You notice Chen Outer is everywhere, Kelsey is everywhere, Mudrock is basically pretty appearable, Surtur as well, Tones as well, Ayers, Silver Ash are still relevant today. Blaze does have appearances quite a bit. Mountain also has. The only reason why I did not put Mountain up was because Mountain tends to fall apart in boss stages. Boss stages is where Mountain has a bit of problem. The only boss where Mountain is pretty okay with is Jesselton and Free. Anything else, Mountain tends to struggle. So that's why I didn't put him up there. Now, so these are basically usual culprits on the top. The one on the bottom is, if let's say a new player comes to this game and they don't have anyone on the top row, correct? So they only have other 6 stars that is not at the top. If my mic is desyncing, you're lagging. Just refresh. So, that bottom row part is 6 stars that I would say are good as to being a powerful 6 star to still own despite not having a meta, because they are also very good at their job. So I have a full-fledged variety of people here. You see people like Saria. I'm good with W because W skill 2 is honestly very good for players. Passenger A is also very strong on his skill 3. Golden Glow is going to be really nice. Horn as well, Saga as well, Ash also, Mountain obviously, Suzerain also, Bagpipe. Then, the ones that I put at the bottom are the ones where I don't really want a new player to take these as the first 6 star. Just the first. I just feel that these ones, it's not that they can't be built. They can be built as the 2nd, 3rd or 4th 6 star. But the reasoning to then have them built is at least have someone in front, and then you take the second person to synergize well with the people on top. Like, you don't go telling a new player they need a Gnosis, because Gnosis is not impressive until you have people who can utilize his fragile. You get what I mean? And then, it's the same thing for people like Carnelian. Carnelian is also super strong, but a new player isn't going to get used to activating a skill, because Carnelian has a long amount of time that she doesn't attack. So there's that. The first 6 star, your account was shining, it didn't help. No. So, the thing is, I advise a new player to build their first 6 star in the 3rd month of their game. No, wait, is it? Yeah, it's within the late 2nd month of their game and the 3rd month of their game. By then, a new player would have 2, 3, 4, 6 stars. You get it? It's not. This recommendation is not at the start of the game. This recommendation is, you've played the game for about 2 months now. The first step actually is to build a 4 star. y'all aren't hearing the whole video now because y'all are hearing just a single part of the video. I believe I recommended that between player level 40 to 50, build one 6-star of their choice. And then that's why I show this tier list. So, of course, I did mention if a player doesn't have anyone in this list, they can just build anyone below, as long as they build a 6-star. So there's that. Your first 6-star took 7 months. You can take shorter. I mean, I'm guiding in the video. So, now that I guide people properly in the video, they can take a faster time. And then they can really get a smooth head start in the game. So, you get the idea. I will want to ask, do any of you disagree? Any of you violent objections? Why do you put my Mizuki below? Mizuki should be built by any new player. Yeah, wait, hold on. Maybe build 2. I did say build 2. So later on I said that they can continue to build another meta, but anything 3 and above, your account is already super strong. Yeah. By the way, any of you here, if your account has 3 of the 9 operators on top, by the way, please understand, you have won the game. If you still are not winning the game, IS2 is coming, okay? Play IS2 every day. Understand? Really, you got 3 of these people here, you win. You won. Stop pulling, just pull whatever you want. So there's that. Fully built half of them, yeah. So if you still struggle in certain stages, like you can't beat this and that, maybe with the exception of hard mode stages, then yeah. You can't beat Patriot. Patriot needs buffers and debuffers. You have all of them, but you don't want to build Silver Ash, that's fine. So there's that. Link is gonna be an interesting one to change it up. You're not confident you even have 3. You have 7 out of 9 operators in your entire playtime. Yep. But yeah, if anyone goes saying who are the big 9 and they want to quote me, you can. I don't mind. Because no doubt, I'm gonna straight up say these 9 on the top here are way too strong in the game. Mountain is close. Mountain is so close to being there. But, nah. Just falls a bit short to not be there. Mountain is, if I do a top 10, I will say Mountain is the top 10. Yeah, I won't put anyone else. Let me just double check. Would I put anyone else over Mountain? Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah. If I did a top 10, it would look like this. But Mountain has some drawbacks. That's why he's here. How is Mountain lower than Blaze? Blaze benefit is the AoE powerhouse. The fact that she has an extra range. Now, Mountain's good stuff is the survivability. The reason why Blaze is better than Mountain is because of the extra Tau. The extra Tau is very helpful in a way where you can tank the boss. For example, if you put a defender in front of Blaze, Blaze is able to cut through. Yes, the thing is, the wall hack is actually much crazier than Mountain. Blaze increases defense, Mountain decreases defense. You get it? If you notice the tendency of all the operators here on the top, do you realize everyone on the top also have big range? Like Silver Ash has a huge range, Aya has a huge range, Blaze has an extended range, Taunt's big sniper range, Surtur 1 full lane, Mudrock has that skill tree that mega slows, but also a huge survivability. Kelsit, monster can go anywhere. Chen, also big range. Ling, summons go everywhere. Mountain is stuck. Mountain stays on the spot. That's the big problem with Mountain. Why not No Alter? No Alter has targeting priority that confuses the fuck out of people. I can tell you for sure, I'm gonna be so rude to say, half of you here don't know how to use No Alter properly. I don't know, it could be less than that. Maybe it could be more. I'm just gonna say this random amount. Half of you here cannot use her properly. So, yeah, that's the very reason. Use skill 2 and No Alter. Oh my god. No, it's literally skill 2 and skill 3. Ah. Who are these two between No Alter and Saga? Golden Glow and Horn. Golden Glow is genuinely very powerful. And Horn has a very big far range. With her skill, I believe it's skill 3. Skill 3 of Horn is crazy in the physical damage amount. It's very high, which is the reason why Horn may even appear in guides next time. But yeah, both of these two are pretty strong. So you can see some other operators here as well. I can't put them as power supports. I don't recommend Select to new players. New players should build Myrtle, not Select. Select comes later. And then things like buffers like Palas. Palas is also so good as a buffer. Gladia is also super strong. Weedy is super strong. You might then say, what? Cookie, why don't they go up there? It's because the new player don't need it. The shit at the start of the game. The amazing the more you play the game. It's the same for everyone. Ark is amazing the more you play. Mr. Lee is amazing once you understand what he does. Fiametta is amazing if you understand what she does. So there's that. I wouldn't say Fiametta almost went to power support, but after a while I thought about it and I'm like, she's so strong, but I think the new player will get confused by what she does. So I decided not to. Rosmontis get new player confused. Magalan is confusing for new players. Mizuki is also confusing for new players. Partooth is confusing for new players. Dusk is confusing for new players. Helga also. Yeah, a lot of these operators are very confusing for a new player. These two are kind of confusing for new players, but at the same time, they have competition. This one has competition with this. This girl has competition with Irene. Oh yeah, where's Irene? Oh, Irene is not in the list. Oops. Sorry, Irene. I will put Irene here. Oh else. Dust is not confusing, but Dust is not very helpful for a new player. Yeah. Where will I put Spectre Alter? I'll put Spectre Alter in power support also. Yeah, Irene will be here, Spectre Alter will be here. I cannot answer Ebon Halls. I've never seen Ebon Halls kit, so I do not know. Dorothy will be power support. Dorothy looks very strong. You feel like Saga is confusing for new players? Not really. The benefit for Saga is that they can spam the skill 2. So when they realize that the skill 2 has a big plus sign range, right? Then a new player can abuse that. So for example, you can put a Pioneer Vanguard like Saga, and then you can put someone in front, and then you can just click Saga skill to extend the damage. Why not Flametail? Flametail's use is dodge. Dodge is not something a newbie tends to understand. That's why I don't want to recommend Flametail. You only have Saria shining, already E2 Saria. Is it okay that you focus on other 4 stars? Yeah, just go and focus on other 4 stars. What are my thoughts on Irene compared to Guard Chen? Irene almost completely outclasses Chen. If we compare the two without module. With module, Chen levels a little closer to Irene. That's how I would describe it. So without module, it's like there is a distinct difference. But with module, I think they start to level it. You're curious about why Nightingale has more priority than Shining. Okay, for Nightingale more priority than Shining, there is only one thing you can blame. You have to blame... Actually, not really. Okay, let's talk about the two ways to see this. The blaming thing first. You can only blame that Arknights keeps throwing mega arts damage enemies. It is fucking frustrating. So you see chapter 8, Tallulah Fireballs, arts damage. You see chapter 9, Mandragora, arts damage. You see Spectrum, CC Spectrum, fucking arts arrow dealer. Double arrow. And then what else is there? There's one particular event, free in CC7. Arts damage explosions. Nightingale. You see the problem? I put Shining on a Hoshiguma. I buff Hoshiguma's defense against Corrupted Knight in CC5. What do I get? A dead Hoshiguma. You see my idea? Why Nightingale is stronger? Okay. The other thing why Nightingale is better than Shining is a proper reason, okay? Instead of just blaming the game design. A proper reason why Nightingale is obviously better than Shining. The cage. The cage. The cage is insane. The cage helps you to distract the enemy damage. That's why Nightingale is busted. So that's why. That's why I can easily recommend Nightingale over Shining. But Shining is confusing. Also, this is the very reason why I think Shining will get an altar. They haven't done much work to buff Shining. I mean, Shining module will appear soon, but yeah, I personally feel like Shining will get an altar. That is E2. You thought this was for new players. New players can still enjoy a Nightingale because Nightingale is a how do I describe this? Multi-target medic. So of course she's not DPS like everybody else, but new players won't regret building a Nightingale, basically. It's like you see everyone on the top here? I'm also thinking about it as, to a new player, y'all won't regret when I recommend these. It's like if you build the one at the bottom, you're gonna feel a bit funny. You know, you're like, the fuck do they actually do? But this one's you're like, oh, I see it. It looks obvious, you know. This one heals a lot. That one buffs my operator. Like, these are intuitive. These are super easy to grab and understand. KOB is the same idea. KOB, you take her, you E1 her, you use her skill 2, you're like, whoa! Oh, this girl attack fast! Oh, I like... Okay, I take... And then you compare KOB to, say, Carnelian. What the fuck? Why are you not attacking? You get it? So I'm basically choosing something that is also easy for people to get used to. That they will pick it up and then realize how to use these operators. So that's that. It sounds more like a reading problem. Yeah. You don't know Blemisha is easy to understand. She's pretty finicky. She is finicky. But I do find that people can get used to Blemisha easier because of the fact that she still heals on attack. So even if people don't understand the skill 2 and skill 3, they can still rely on the skill 1. Because Memory Shine is pretty good across all 3 skills. So yeah. But she sleep. I know the sleep will confuse players. But... Huh. Let me think about it. I think it'll still be fine. Because Memory Shine is still very strong at the end of the day. Is it possible to clear IS2 with Welfare Ops account? Obviously. Obviously, yes, that is. You remember getting Beeswax and deciding not to build her because she doesn't attack normally? And then when you build Beeswax, you realize what she does. My Beeswax is E2, by the way. I am a proud owner of a Beeswax E2. Okay, E2 Beeswax is Queen Defender. Right there. Alright, you think Carnelia is Queen? No! Beeswax is the next in line in the leadership, alright? So that's that. Oh yeah, the other reason why I'm okay with recommending Blemmy is because Blemmy has a good talent that new players can understand after they play it for a while. So that's why. So I've got most of the details covered. Y'all good? Happy with how the stream has been? Let me bring my dog down. I'm not gonna re-explain it, Zafeng. Then make a tier list, no. This is not for IS. This is for Arcpedia. Good? I will never make a tier list for IS. Okay, I have... What word am I supposed to use? Is it pride? I don't know. I have pride, I have dignity. I have something in me that I will not take away. Alright, I will never make an IS2 tier list. I have standards, yes! Alright. Okay, I shall be off for the day. I don't know if I'll stream later, probably not. Maybe tomorrow. If not, I shall see you guys in another stream. Let's raid someone for the day. And please look forward to the IS2 video that I'll launch either tonight or tomorrow after I've done that script. Shut the hell up, shut the hell up, shut the hell up, shut the hell up. I hate this new interface that Twitch has. They immediately play someone's stream. Can you shut the fuck up, Cookie? I'm not talking anymore. I'm gonna read someone called Shu. Alright, wherever you guys are, please have a good day or a good night from where I am. Good day to you guys. May you spend the rest of the day wonderfully. Bye bye to all of you. Enjoy the raid. See y'all.